Fanspeak, where the plan runs deep. The team grind hard, don't eat, don't sleep. From best ball dreams to DFS streaks, they help you print money every single week. Fanspeak. No cap, no gimmicks, we breaking limits. NFL bets, yeah, we live this business. Meg and Steve, that OG vision. Draft room killers on a lifelong mission. More stress to the Sunday spread. Fanspeak's that voice that's inside your head. Best ball, DFS, NFL bets. They built it brick by brick, no regrets. Fanspeak. Fanspeak team, printing money since day one. Fanspeak, forever.
Welcome back to another Talking Ball with Steve Speak. This time a night edition, NFL Draft edition. I got my good friend Who Hames here. Help out. We might get some other people to jump in later. I think we have quite the show ready tonight. We are going to talk every pick, every trade. We're going to figure it all out and figure out how best to react to the news of where these guys are going.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know you want your team to trade down, and all I want is for my team not to trade up. And all, so it should be interesting.
Hold on one second. The volume on my TV is not fully turning off for some reason. I don't know why the mute button's not working, so I need to go to the TV. So
we've had news today. George Pickens signs his franchise deal. They say that he's not up for trade. I believe that they have to be signed to trade him, but he's also not been in trade talks with other teams. So it's probably not going to happen, but it would be super fun if it does.
Yeah, the Pickens thing, we talked about that a little ahead of time. I mean, look, this has been a crazy offseason with trades, with moves. I mean, usually you don't see Dexter Lawrence traded, and you don't see the 10th pick given up for a single, 29-year-old player. So
something I kind of mentioned in my stream earlier today is what if it's Dallas wants to move up, right? What if they move up to 9 with Kansas City? Kansas City moves back to 12, and then pick 29 goes to Dallas for Pickens. So it's we move back 3 spots, get Pickens.
Yeah.
And then all of that happens. Because then we get a tackle, and I think that there's a solid corner or DN left at pick 40.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And
it's just spitballing ideas. It's not happening, but
I do think we will see some trades. I think mainly they're going to be small move ups. If Dallas doesn't want to move up in the top 10 with Kansas City, it's pretty clear, the reporting, that they're not going to give up the 20th pick. They're not going to package both picks up. I know that's what you're afraid of for Kansas City. In fact, we have that in the chat here. We got Mike Robb, Primetime Steve. We got Who Hames, of course, yourself checking in, and Cards. Steve, please help Who get through the Kansas City overpaying for the 3rd overall pick tonight, please and thank you.
Yeah. So I've already been on that. I would be much I'm okay if we trade up if it's 9 in our first next year and we don't give extra capital this year.
Okay.
I think that I'm okay with. If we end up giving up 29 this year and 9, I'm less into it. I know that, and it's the whole I think that we could rebuild pretty well in this draft with where the draft capital is on the players. So I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't fully disagree. Kansas City is, when's the last time they've had 3 picks in the top 40? And
right.
Even in a weak, quote unquote, weaker class, these are all going to be usable, quality starters. Those 3 picks, hopefully.
Yeah, if we could get 2 of the top 15 players, easily 2 of the top 10 for us, right? By doing that, if we could trade 29 and the next, who knows what people are going to value next year's first at? Because I think that next year's first are going to hold exponential value if a team is willing to get rid of them. I think that we may see a trade or two like that. I could see a team like the Chargers or the Rams packaging up their first round pick next year to try to get an additional starter or like a solid starter for this year.
Yeah, and like you mentioned in Discord, the Brian Thomas rumors, the Jags being aggressive.
Yeah.
They could be another one that, we know where Gladstone comes from, the F them picks, mentality. And he did with the Travis Hunter thing. And it's like, I think his thing, it's the, when others get scared, be aggressive, like strike. And I think if he feels like I know the talk was like Brian Thomas Jr., but it could be the Jags pick first rounder next year. To move
it could be both to move up to like 13.
Yeah.
It could
to get like a massive player.
Yeah. Like it could like, you never know what these teams are thinking because they like other teams do, but we don't really have any clue.
Yeah. So before we get really into it, now we got Terry Bradshaw, we got Cam Hayward, all the terrible towels are out in Pittsburgh, but we got Bukowski in here, 32 ounce beers, platter sandwich meats, 3 boxes of Kleenex for the Vikings draft. Nice. 32 ounce beers equals Minnesota draft, minimum of 200 ounces for Arizona draft. Yeah, Charles and I think, being a Commanders fan, we are used to, we're kindred spirits in our teams just failing us year in, year out.
Well, I lived that for up until 2012.
Until Andy Reid got there, yeah. Feel your pain.
Yeah.
Breaking news: Mendoza is the Raiders' #1 overall. I mean, Hartman is just our beat writer. Like he is, he's working the phone lines.
So part of me hopes that Jeremiah Love is available at pick 5
for the chaos.
To I don't want it for best ball to happen, but I basically want to be fully vindicated that they were never taking him.
No, yeah. No, I mean,
that's
I would love that too.
Yeah.
Devin in here saying, "Hey, how's it going?" Paul saying, "Doing my stretches, ready to take some victory laps." Absolutely.
Yeah. But absolutely.
Hoover Insane Asylum.
Absolutely.
We got Disbanded in. Hope you're doing well, Disbanded.
What
we got Cape in here. Let's cash some tickets. Nice. You have to let us know what you bet on. Stephen WC, good GM.
I'll tell you what I bet on.
Different.
I've bet on Caleb Downs before pick 9.5. I bet Monroe Freeling before 19.5, and Sadiq after 15.5.
Oh, I like the Downs one. I think could go either way because I could see down. I honestly think Downs could go. The problem I have with Downs is it's Giants at 5, Washington at 7. Like Cleveland's not going to do it. Saints, I don't think will do it. I think they go edge or receiver. And then I don't see Kansas City doing it. So unless somebody trades up, like Dallas trades up for it.
Yeah, I think in my mock I have Sonny Styles going at 5, but since that mock has happened, it feels like it's definitely either Tyson or Downs at 5. Mm-hmm. And I feel pretty confident that it'll be Downs.
I kind of think it's going to be tight. I mean, I think the Tyson buzz is just. There's a reason why it got such a high crescendo, like every national person being like, he's top 10, he's top 10. And yes, the Giants had the 10th overall pick, but I don't know if they want to let Washington, Saints, Kansas City, get their swing at it.
I do agree with that to some extent, but I also think that they're going to want to build somewhat in the trenches. And I don't think that I kind of that you already have an elite receiver, right? Having a second one isn't a Harbaugh style thing. When did he ever have that? If he's calling the shots, when did he ever have that? When did Matt Nagy ever have that? I don't see that. We had Tyreek, we had Kelsey with it, but that wasn't 2 elite receivers.
Yeah, and the capital spent for him, I get that.
Yeah. So we look at Harbaugh's past. He's taken he took Kyle Hamilton early, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a history of. I think he's taken first round safety a couple times now. like I think that it's something that he's not above. And I think that they're going to do that and then go with the tackle at 10. Like I think like I'm backing off of my mock because I think that that's what's going to end up happening.
No, I like, to me, if I was the Giants, I probably would go Downs or Styles and then offensive lineman at 5 and then 10. But I feel like there was just too much buzz, and I do wonder if there is some real concern. We've continuously had reports and rumors about Neighbors' recovery is not, exactly on track.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good point.
And they might feel like, we just drafted Jackson Dart. We spent not just the first round for him, but we traded multiple picks for him. Harbaugh's probably like, this is why I took this job. I believe Dart can, be, like a Lamar.
Are you saying that he thinks he's better than Lamar?
No, definitely not. But just like a poor man's version, like a mobile quarterback with a big arm.
Yeah.
I mean, Lamar definitely knows not to get concussed every other play. But like, does he want to start if Neighbors is going to be on PUP, half the, to start the year, something like that. And I'm not saying like come BBM, I'm going to be totally out on Neighbors if they take Tyson, but it is something like we heard these reports 2 months ago and we're hearing them still. The fact that, Cam Scatterbo got injured literally a month after Neighbors and sounds like he's fully back, and Neighbors, it's much more up in the air.
Yeah. Another bet I made, as Hartman said, he put the Freeling and Proctor at 15. I actually did a longer shot of Dylan Thieneman at 15 because I know it's an in-division trade, but I'm getting this feeling that the Panthers are going to try to jump Minnesota to get Thieneman.
Well, I think that'd be the only way they could.
Right.
Thieneman to Minnesota feels like a fair lock.
And we keep seeing that the Lions are wanting to trade up.
Yeah.
So like I don't see that, like maybe the team that trades down twice and it's at 17. But like I think the Bucks have been very active in trying to move down as well. So like I just kind of put that it's a plus 4,000 bet. So like I'm not expecting it to hit. But yeah. Yeah, it was minus 20,000 on Mendoza
for Mendoza to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they pretty much were able to lock that in even before the national championship. Ryan Flournoy about to be drafted in the 8th round. But no, I do like this, Harmon. I think the offensive tackles, particularly the top 4, I think there's it's a deep tackle class, and I think 7 could go in the first round. I think those top 4 people are going to get very aggressive, and I would not be surprised if all 4 are off the board by 17. And that's even why the Lions might even feel like they need to move up a little bit to secure that.
Yeah, but whenever I locked in the Freeling bet, it was minus 205, and it's like minus 100 now. So like I think that like in a class that's like there's a lot of reasons I think offensive line is going to fly off the board. By the way, it hasn't updated yet.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
Oh, you have to hit refresh.
Oh, that's going to be great.
Yeah, hit F5 and it'll refresh. Like F5 refreshes. So, but yeah, he had it up on the NFL site, but like if it randomly started playing a video, I was like, it could just kick us off. Like,
no, it's fair. None of that. And I mean, there was no surprise with the first pick. I'll try and be more on the ball at the TV setup. Unfortunately, it's not like in my direct view, so I have to look to the side a little bit, but
I have a second monitor so I can see it. But I feel like offensive line is going to be over half of the picks between basically 9 and 20. I think we're going to see like 6 or 7 of them go in that range.
Oh, I mean, I think at least 8 offensive linemen go in the first round, maybe 9. Outside shot 10. I mean, to have a third of the first round, is going to be more like 28%, but to be offensive lineman is quite a bit. And the interesting thing is there might not be a single defensive lineman, or if so, probably just one.
Yeah, I think so. What I was going to say earlier is in a class that's like weaker overall, and the way that this class is out there too, like there's not really good tackles at all, like in the mid to late second, all the way to like the fourth. There's not very many options. So I think teams are going to be very, very aggressive in trading up for these tackles this year, or even guards. Like I think there's a couple like day two, like early second guards, but I think Pregnon and Basantis may both end up going in the first. I think it's going to be a very, very hungry offensive line draft.
Yeah, no, and I actually tend to agree. I think, like I said, probably 7 offensive tackles. And
just so you know, if you refresh too early, it does tip.
Oh, okay.
I just tried it. But yeah, I think the offensive line is going to be the thing this today. Like it's going to be the story for sure.
Yeah. No, I agree. We get Card saying he's cracking his first rodeo. Yeah, almost on the Cards pick. We got Meg checking in, Northern who just waiting out the Giants pick. That's her team. Card saying Asus and Meg Ghost Cards.
Yeah, Ghost Cards. Hey, sister and Meg.
My God.
Yeah. I call them Ghost Cards every time he pops in my stream.
Yeah, that's Meg. No, I do think, we talked about this a little before. Just we will see a lot of trades. Just I don't know about the blockbusters. I think it's going to be a lot of like minor things, like Hartman talking about the Lions. Like Lions, I think are live. I think that whole range that you said that's looking for offensive linemen, they could just be small moves up, like Steelers moving up from 21 to 15 or 16.
The pick is in, by the way, and
my TV's streaming and it's a little behind. So
okay, yeah.
David Bailey, that's what I mocked. I
do not like I hate this because now I think the third pick has value. I don't think if Bailey was there, I don't think that they would be like looking to trade. Like I don't think teams would be looking to trade up. I think Arvell Reese is the name that teams want to trade up for, and I think that if Bailey was there, it would not.
Yeah, I think this works out well for the Cards. I do think Reese has a bigger market. I think some teams would have traded up for Bailey, but I think Reese definitely has a bigger market, whether it's Kansas City. I think the Saints are going to be very aggressive. I don't see the Cowboys making the big jump. But I do think, like Saints and Chiefs definitely, and then if somebody were to make a big jump, it could potentially be the Rams, because the Rams could play Arvell Reese as an off-ball linebacker and then have him like rush the passer on passing downs.
I mean, what about a team like the Ravens?
Yeah, they could too. They're just not usually aggressive, like this aggressive in jumping up.
Oh, no, they're not. But like, how often are they this close to get a guy like this?
Yeah, I mean, when would they ever trade first round picks for a pass rusher?
Yeah, like they were obviously interested in pass rusher, right? What if they like trade next year's first and that to get Arvell Reese?
No, I mean, it would make more sense from a financial standpoint.
Yeah.
We got Boogie in here. I'll Boogie. Bailey Boo wanted the Jets to get spicy.
I mean, I think Bailey is the spicy pick because I did not like him. So
yeah, so I need to. I didn't realize I'd have to refresh this, but then who said it's like tipping picks if I?
Well, I don't think it's tipping that much.
Okay.
Like I refreshed again and it didn't do it. But yeah, if we can find something else, like that's perfectly fine. That's actually going to roll forward. Like the ESPN, like all the other sites have like all kinds of stuff on the side that doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and even ESPN, like I have it up on another screen and it's not, you have to refresh it. So
let me see if I can find another site.
I thought it would just come up, but we will. But and here's why. Like the whole David Bailey thing, there's that whole thing. They canceled the visit at the last minute, and people were like, "Well, that means he's out." I actually thought that meant that he's in, because I feel like if you're trying to, it felt like they doth protest too much. Like if you really were trying to make it more up in the air, why cancel it like the last minute? It felt very odd, and I just think that from their perspective, David Bailey gives them the pass rush that they've just been lacking quite a bit.
Yeah. And like Cooler says, it's basically the cowardly pick.
Yeah.
Because like this is a pick to not make your team better, but for the coach who's trying to keep his job, get the player who's ready now, not trust the fact that he can actually coach up somebody. Like to me, it's just a horrible pick, like just horrific. But it's like, as long as we don't see the Kansas City symbol pop up, like I'm happy with this. Like very happy with this.
This is the pick. I mean,
now if let's say that like that doesn't happen and they don't take Love, like what do you think they do? Do you think they just go Mauagoa there? You think they would just take Reese?
The thing is, this is the team that has had the worst luck at these like transfer hybrid players, whether it's Isaiah Simmons, whether it's who's the off-ball pass rusher.
Pick is in.
So I mean, I think there's no doubt that Reese is the best player. And
I'm kind of feeling that it's just Jeremiah Love.
It is. I refreshed the wrong screen, and it is Jeremiah Love.
That is fantastic.
Well, sorry, I know FK had I think a Titans bet.
I didn't. He also had a Commanders bet, but like
Cards, how you doing, bud?
You pay Tyler Algier, the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. Not that it makes sense to do it, but like the more that the story makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you had Connor restructure,
and
you only paid Algier like $6 million or whatever, and I thought Algier was going to get more, or was it less?
It was like him and Dowdle were roughly the same. I think just under $6 million per year, like 2-year deals. Maybe his was 3.
And I feel like that's what you would pay a number 2, like a really good number 2 back.
Sure, but that's just also kind of the market. Like every back out there, not at the top, and there's like the very top tier, and then that secondary high tier. But most backs are making cheap money. Rico got the same thing, back-to-back 1,200-yard seasons. Like even Javonte re-signing was $8 million. David Montgomery re-signing with the Texans was roughly $8 million. So Algier got a little less, but that's not shocking. He's not coming off the big year.
The more and more you think about it, it's like Bidwell always like puts his finger on everything, and like he's trying to like he wants to sell tickets. They need to sell tickets.
Yeah.
Now I do think at 4, like
wait, I mean Cards is 100% right. Algier is pissed. Bijan now Love.
I mentioned, like, I thought I put the tweet out back like at the beginning of free agency or something.
Yeah.
And it wasn't there that I said it. I must have said it in my Discord at some point. But I was like, man, it would be really funny if this happened. And like, one thing is for sure, like Jeremiah Love is a special project or a special talent. like for sure. Like you and I both started out thinking that he wasn't as good as advertised, and I think we both kind of got to where like I still like Genty more as a prospect, but
Me
I don't
too.
think it's by as much. Like
Me too. I
like
think Genty's a more complete back, but Love is special. There's no question
yeah
in my
yeah
mind.
that there is, and the other thing about this is like now once again an elite RB is going to a team with zero offensive line.
I know.
So like
I
Jeremiah Love
also,
needs to be a third round pick now, like in everything. Like
well, no, and I think we have a lot of follows to talk about this. First, I do have to. This cards is
did I say?
ghost cards. Did I say
Yeah.
200 ounces? I meant 300 ounces. Ooh,
Do you guys can you get beer delivered to your house? Like
yeah. Tyler Connor bags are on fire right now. Like Connor at least is in like the 140s, 150s. That Tyler Algier pull up to like the 80s is not feeling good right now.
I had a bunch of him when he was like I was positive he was going to be either a Chief or a Steeler,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a whole bunch of them before he signed.
Yeah. So no, let's go over the fallout here. And first, Quill brings it right up. Like Tony Pollard's safe now. Tony Pollard now looks like one of the best picks out there. A guy who was going in the
Yeah.
120s, like
Yeah.
BVM, he's going to be 70. You know, he
Yeah.
should be 70, assuming they don't, do something else. But
What if
they
what
trade
if
for James Conner?
no, what if the Titans call him and be like, hey, what do you want for Jeremiah Love? Like we'll throw in Tony Pollard. What do you want? What do you want?
Oh my, like this is interesting. But yeah, I mean, obviously Meg is celebrating somewhere
Woof.
with the
Woof.
with the Scattaboo, feeling pretty good on that. Right now JCM's feeling good, but I still think that's one that can easily get replaced. But the other thing, the fallout is I cannot imagine the Cardinals go Ty Simpson now. I don't think you're going Ty Simpson with this pick because, like you said, their offensive line's a mess. So I would not be surprised if they have Paris Johnson, one or two other okay guys, but like two just tremendously weak spots. And because they did sign what's his name from the Steelers, who used to be in the Eagles, Sam Malu. So like him and Paris Johnson are probably their left side, but the rest of the offensive line is pretty thin. And I think they could be trade. Everyone thought they'd trade up from the early second round to get Ty Simpson. I think they could trade up, but it should be for an offensive lineman. They need O-line help.
Yeah, they do. And like that was another reason I was kind of finally starting to believe that it was going to be Jeremiah Love is because we started hearing that they're wanting to trade up from the back end of round 2 or for the middle of round 2 and the end of round 1. And it's like, well, if all of these offensive linemen are going to be going off the board, and that's what everybody's saying is that they're going to be going off the board. Like, I think they're going to trade up to try to get in front of some people for that instead.
So the next pick is in.
We'll wait until it actually pops up on the screen.
But
did you refresh too early again?
Not on the main screen. I have a second screen up, and I did not think this at all.
Nice. I hope it's a fire pick.
It's
like on fire kind of pick.
I mean,
did they trade for Mike Vrabel? Did they?
Oh my!
Did they?
First, FK saying lucked out on Algier, didn't really draft him before he signed, then hated the post draft sign. See, I did draft him a lot, kind of like you, who aims before he signed because I thought it was going to be a good landing spot.
At first, I was like, it's fine, and then I started thinking about it. Like I was starting to pull them up, and I'm like, no, it's not actually fine.
All right, the pick is in. Do you want the reveal?
Well, it's not there for me yet.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's fine. Yeah, you can reveal it.
All right. It is Carnell Tate.
Nice. I I like it. I love it. I have a bunch of them. I have a bunch of Cam Ward. They have a solid offensive line. I really like this. Now it's Jordan Tyson at 5, right?
Yeah.
I think that forces the Giants to take Jordan Tyson here at 5.
But now Arvell Reese is available. Like I can't imagine the Giants expected Arvell Reese to be available. So,
but right. But if this is the situation where at 6, like the Giants have to take him here. Like they have to take Tyson if they want a wide receiver, or they can just take Reese. But in that case, they have to trade Thibodeau at some point, right?
Yeah, but they could play. They could play Reese off ball.
They could. But it's honestly lining up absolutely perfect for the Browns who want to trade back, because if they take Tyson here, they're definitely going to be able to trade back with a lot of teams for Arvell Reese.
Yeah. Al Boogie, the Giants fan. Who do you want, Al?
Giants. Yeah. Who do you like? I think he wants.
Pepper Tony saying Ravens get on the phone, trade up. Now, I mean, especially the further down it goes, the less you're going to have to give up.
Yeah. Trade your first and second this year, your second next year. Try to see if that'll work to move up to if Arvell Reese is there at 6, try it.
So the interesting thing with the Carnell Tate thing, and if Mike Rob's doing here, and I took plenty of them early, is the Iowa Minor, them keeping Ridley. It's so interesting because both the Cardinals and Titans, instead of cutting guys they could have easily cut, they restructured them, which seemed like a signal that they were not going to early prioritize those positions, right? With Ridley, Wandale, and the 2 second-year guys. You thought, sure, they're going to add a receiver, but is it going to be 4th overall? Probably not. Same with the Cardinals. Could they add a running back? Sure, but they have Algier, Connor, and Benson, and both these teams just said, no, we're going to get a premium player. And
I'm going to ask the chat, is my camera messing up? I might have to restart my PC.
It has a couple of times, I've noticed.
I was having some issues earlier today with something. I had to restart and it worked fine, but I'll probably have to restart after pick 4. After the next pick happens, I'll restart and jump right back in.
All right. Yeah. So Mike's saying my 58% I'm Minor bags might be done.
Well, I what's funny is we all stopped taking Chimere DK, right? I did. I was much more on DK, and DK is the one that's safe now.
Yeah.
Because if they would have taken Micaiah Lemon, ended up with Lemon or something, or all the slots are in the 2nd round, right?
Yeah, Antonio Williams, those kind of guys.
And because everybody thought that they were going to go with one of the DNs or with Jeremiah Love, it felt like Iowa Manor was a safer bet, when apparently that was the exact wrong thing.
So Card saying your camera did mess up and said that Arizona took Jeremiah Love. So.
Yeah. Okay.
No, Mike, I just didn't know if you or Cards was seeing how many ounces you could drink. Him for his team, you for your I'm Minor bags. And Hartman, I mean, I get you want to keep everyone, but it's so deep now.
The Chiefs traded to 6, so that probably means that Tyson is here. So I guess I'll wait until the Chiefs pick.
Yeah, I think you got to. The Chiefs straight up.
Oh, I mean, it's either we get Reese or Tyson, right? Probably.
Yeah. The 5th pick is in. I'll leave it up to you whether we refresh this or not.
It's fine. We can. I think it only goes one of 2 ways, right?
So they took Arvell Reese, the Giants, and I think that at that point the value is just too good. I mean, this arguably is the number 2 player in this draft.
And I think Kansas City will probably take Tyson. And I love Carnell Tate, and that's what I wanted. But I do think that Tyson's fine, and I really do think Jordan Tyson schematically fits incredibly well with Kansas City. If that's what happens.
I do too, because he can take over if Rashee Rice is no longer there
Yeah.
next year, he can take over some inside the slot, or of course Xavier Worthy. Like, to me, Tyson is the guy who could play all three wide receiver positions. He could play the X, he could play the Z, he could play inside. Among like top wide receivers, essentially him and Concepcion were the two that really could do that. And even Concepcion, it's not a perfect X, and Tyson's not a perfect X, but at least I think it's possible.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a commercial right now. I'll be right back.
Okay. JT, yeah, good to see you. And yeah, I did notice it go off a couple times, but hopefully it will fix. So yeah, this draft is wild. I mean, I thought like Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals was maybe like a 5% type thing. Really, really did not believe it was that likely, just given the moves that they made. And same with the Titans. Like, now, if you told me the Titans traded back and take Carnell Tate, they traded with the Chiefs, and Chiefs come up and get Arvell Reese, and then Tate sitting there at 9. Yeah, maybe because you got extra assets, but it is a little surprising, these two picks. And then the Giants, I don't think had any expectation that they were. Let me remove Huheems and hopefully he can jump back in. Had any expectation that Arvell Reese would be there. So it's a very interesting start, and now Kansas City trading up. So this is quite the and I don't know, by the way. So this has the Chiefs at 6 and still at 9. So I haven't seen the trade. I obviously have volume off. So I'm guessing 29. No, 29 still there. So was it just for the Chiefs feature first, or maybe it just hasn't updated? A lot going on already in the first, sixth of the draft. So 9, 74, and 148 for the Chiefs to get to 6. Does anyone like Rob contest have more than one pick correct? I'm guessing no. Trading for Vontez Mack, yeah, that's kind of what this draft feels like, to be honest. Yeah, Scadaboo, good to see you, perfectly common. Scadaboo exposure feels very good. Meg is the happiest person right now. Let me tell you that. I told you love when make it past Arizona. No one listens, including my wife. I mean, you nailed it. Matt going tumbling. Yeah, no, this is a wild start, and let me update the 6th pick, who might not be back with this, because I don't think he was a fan of this. Chiefs go Mansour Delane. Now, I think the interesting thing here is Delane with McCoy's injury concerns. The gap between Delane and every other corner in this draft, to me, was pretty wide. So Huheems is back. Sorry, I didn't see you for a second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I spoiled it for you, Huheems.
No, I seen it. Like, I'm very, very, very upset about this.
When I saw that, I was like, oh boy, he might not be back.
Yeah, like, I mean, I think, like, at least number one, what did we give up? Did we give up pick 40 for it? Like,
no, it was 9, 74, and 148.
I get it. Like, I just don't understand
the other two premium picks.
Well, like, I don't understand the thought process of trading away a guy who's already proven and then taking a guy with a higher draft capital that's not at all. Like, I don't understand the thought process at all. It doesn't help I just don't think it helps at all. Like,
yeah, it feels kind of a lateral move, especially
it's worse than a lateral move, because we had pick 20. Like, we could have just kept pick 29 and kept this pick. Like, it's worse than a lateral move. Well, like, he has to be significantly better than.
Well, he's also significantly cheaper. They did have money issues.
And like, something that I pointed out the other day is, like, L'Jarius Sneed's still a free agent. He knows our system. Why can't we just get him? Like, so yeah, I was pretty positive I was not going to be happy with this draft, just because, like, the feel of it just was everything I've heard leading up to this draft is like the exact opposite of what I wanted to hear from Kansas City.
Yeah. I mean this one has been wild. Let me hit up a couple comments. Card saying Ridley or Robinson dead in Tennessee. I don't think Wandale was dead. I think he probably needs to fall a little bit. Ridley, who knows who the Titans' third receiver is going to be, I think, at this point. JT saying my next draft gem, Beck gets drafted before Simpson. That'd be something interesting for sure.
Yeah, I'm very like I didn't even want him at 9. Like I if we would have traded back, I wouldn't even have wanted them. Like trading up for a player you already didn't want feels really bad.
Yeah. Leo saying Love's still in a good spot. So the one thing I will say about Love is he's with a good coach. You know, like the Shanahan, McVay tree, they generally run the ball pretty damn well. You know, whether it's Mike McDaniel to the Dolphins, whether it's LaFleur's brother with Green Bay, of course Sean McVay, with Todd Gurley and now Kyron Williams. So. And even last year, like look how another disciple, Zach Robinson, used Bijan. That's a guy who Love gets comped to quite a bit, fair or unfair. So I'm going to imagine that he is going to be quite the workhorse. But I also agree with you. Like it's not a good spot because it's a bad offense. Like that was the hope for Washington is. This offense 2 years ago was like a top 10 offense. Could Love get it back there?
And like, I mean,
think Jacoby Brissett's leading the troops to the top 10 offense.
Yeah, there's the Jacoby Brissett thing. There's the like this team couldn't develop Marvin Harrison. Like,
I mean, the other thing I'll say. Oh, go ahead.
Like, Michael Wilson looked fine, but like Trey McBride now, like his value, like. There's no way that Trey McBride and Jeremiah Love's prices are correct. There's zero way that the Cardinals have 2 players that high
in the second round. Yeah.
In the second round. Like, and I've been saying that he needs to go to the third round for a while. I think that Jeremiah Love going there, and this might be bold, but like, I think he instantly gets nuked behind Loveland. Like,
you think he what?
I think he instantly should get nuked all the way behind Colston Loveland into the 4th or 5th round. Like I think it's
McBride or Love?
McBride.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm kind of with you on that.
Like I think that is a horrific thing for Trey McBride. Like
because he needed all those touchdowns last year. Love is going to have his fair share of touchdown. Like they had no running. And this is my argument all along: is they had 0 running game. That's why Jacoby Brissett's throwing the ball 42 times a game. That is not going to occur now with Jeremiah Love.
So that 74th overall pick is a solid player. Like,
no,
like,
it is.
Like
it is.
We need. So here's the other thing about the Delane thing. Even if he is awesome, and I think he's really good at football. Don't get me wrong, and I think he's definitely deserving of a top 10 pick. But I don't think that like at pick 40 and at 78 we could have taken corners. And guess what? We don't have any. Yeah. So. What does just having one lockdown guy is great, but like Cincinnati had that last year. What did it do for them? Nothing.
Yeah,
like absolutely nothing.
So Hartman asked, "Who are the Commanders taking, Steve?" I think Sonny Styles would have to be my guess. With him, I think
it'll be Jordan Tyson. I haven't refreshed yet, but
I don't think Washington was as in on Tyson as some other teams. But
I think that they just want to get
screw the Giants.
Well, there's that, but like, I mean, there's no way Tyson's getting back to the Giants. Like, I like the Saints are incredibly linked to him.
No, I know. Yeah, Nick Underhill was very high on Jordan Tyson. Saints, and that was the other reason why I thought the Giants would go at 5. And I probably, this is the sliding doors. If Arvell Reese is not there, I don't know. If they were taking Sonny Styles at 5.
Like I think Sonny Styles would be an awesome fit for Washington. Like he'd be so good. Like, I mean,
this would be comment of the day.
Yeah.
TV's so behind. NFL draft comes from 10 minutes to 8 minutes. It's like Underdog going from 30 seconds to 20 seconds.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Like the whole reason is because like it's been behind for years. That's why people do the pick tipping stuff. It's because it's like they're probably already to pick 10 at this point. Like
Oh,
in
I'm
the real
sure.
draft.
And that's crazy. Like that was the whole point. Like you said, that was the whole point to cut it down, to have less of the tip picking. And it feels like we're
Yeah.
having more now. Like
Yeah.
I have no care. Like, obviously there's a lot more pomp and circumstance with the draft now, but it used to be 15 minutes. And I went to the draft twice, when it was in New York, and one at the Javits Center, one at the Radio City, and just for the first round. And had fun, was enjoyable, but it used to be 15 minutes. And now we're down to half that time essentially. And I feel like there's more tip picking. Of course, back then there was no, like internet was not.
Hey, do yourself a favor and go ahead and vote on the Mansour Delane pick. Either way, if you think it's good or not, just vote on it.
So I'm going to say, for your sake, I'm going to say no. 25% of users like this pick. Yeah. We got Mike Robb gifting the Fanspeak Network membership. Thank you so much. Let me know who got it. I cannot see in the chat here. Hasn't been a pick yet that is making me move a guy up my rankings.
Jeremiah Love is 25% also. Maybe we're the only ones voting. I don't know. Wait a minute. I clicked no on Mendoza to troll, and it looks like everybody did that. It looks like
it says, yeah, it's 25% on everything. That's so weird.
Except for Arvel Reese, it's 75%.
Oh, I missed that one. I did every other one, and they're all 25%.
Yeah, everyone.
Only Jets fans are in this.
Yeah, only Jets fans.
Mike saying nobody got taped to the Titans in the Fanspeak contest. Most of the Browns or Saints. Megan FK emotionally hurt him by not completing.
Yeah. And Megatron, I've already, like, if you want to hear, you can just rewind. There's many reasons why it's one of the worst.
I think that's the biggest thing. The no reason, like who was going to take him? I don't think Washington was going to take him. Maybe the Saints.
Like what? Ruben Bain is, like, in my opinion, maybe the second best player in this class. Maybe the best. Like, I think you could argue Ruben Bain versus Arvel Reese.
Yeah.
I think you can. And, like, that's also a need for us. And it's a harder position to find, especially whenever we're awesome at developing that position. Yeah, and, like, let's say that McBride loses four touchdowns and 20 receptions.
Yeah.
Is he worth even a third-round pick at that point?
No, I agree. Like, he goes into that mix of tight ends that are going to have, like, he still will have, a few more catches, more yards, but instead of being live for 1,000 yards, do you really, when his prop market comes out, are you going to take the over of 800? No. Yeah, I wouldn't. And especially, like, I don't think people realize how much they just stopped running the ball last year. The reason why the Cardinals led the league in pass attempts by pretty solid amount, and they weren't efficient. It's one thing when you're really good at passing, like say the Bengals or the Lions, somebody like that. When you're really, or Cowboys, when you're really bad at it, you should not be leading the league in passing.
I mean, Brett Veach was right. There are fireworks, and they may be at his house. At the like he better, like, watch it. Like, I watch a lot of NFL Stock Exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every time they took Mansour Delane at pick 9, all Chiefs fans, not just me, all Chiefs fans were very upset about it. They're like, absolutely not. We don't want this. Like, everyone. So, like, the trading up for it, like, the fan base is going to be livid. There we go.
Pick is in.
Yeah.
Let me refresh. And I saw this tipped on Twitter, but yes, Sonny Styles to Washington.
Yeah, that's I mean, I think it's a real, like, he's a little faster than Bobby Wagner.
just
he's
I
Like,
mean, he's actually very comparable to, young Bobby Wagner. So yeah, no, I
yeah,
like it. I like it a
yeah.
lot.
I honestly think it's a really good pick. Like, obviously, you would have liked to trade down. I'm surprised nobody. I mean, they did wait. I do wonder if they were working the phones to see if somebody wanted to come up for Jordan Tyson in front of the Saints.
Mike saying the Saints pick is already in. I think this is Tyson then at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Saints were either pass rusher or Tyson essentially, and those pass rushers are off the board. Wasted big Wagner. Just entering his prime.
I mean, just look at the tackle numbers.
Yeah, he led the league in tackles.
Did he actually lead again?
I think so. He was deep into the season. I don't know if he, finished it.
I mean, it doesn't matter that the average tackle was like 9.5 yards downfield. Doesn't matter. Yeah. That doesn't matter.
I mean, it's good chase down. Like, he was able to chase some guys down.
I mean, so like limit to the Dolphins is also another pick that like I actually think Carnell Tate to the Titans is a really good spot. Like, honestly.
I mean, I think it's good for Tate. I think it's, that's a place where he can be the number one. Where, like, had he gone to the Saints, he's not the number one. Has he go to the Chiefs, he's not the number one year one.
And so I'm one of the few people. I believe he can be an alpha. I think that he can't be an alpha stuff is overrated. We're gonna find out. Like I don't think it'll be a definite thing year one, but I think going into year 2 or 3, like he could literally he could be like a top, like a first round player in fantasy. Like that's I believe he has that kind of upside.
No, I mean, I think it's a smart thing to have him grow with Cam Ward.
Yeah.
And I think, is he, to me, he's not at the level of the Jamar Chase, the healthy Malik Neighbors, etc. But can he be, T. Higgins? Yeah. I think he could be a T. Higgins. Like, he could be an excellent number 2 who can cosplay as a number 1 for teams. Like Michael Pittman was a number 1 for a couple of years. Is Michael Pittman really a number 1? No, but he had to be because there's nobody else on the Colts. So I kind of see Tate kind of in that mold. I mean, different receiver than Pittman, but kind of like that really good receiver.
Well, they have a marginal offensive line, not a good one, but not a terrible one, right?
Yeah.
If they could get a guard in the second round, I think it'll be really good for them. Now, their defense is not good at all. Jeffrey Simmons is he is such a great player, and he just can't catch a break. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they added some guys in free agency, and I obviously think there's a coaching upgrade there defensively, but I get why the Titans went this way. Like, support Cam Ward, support your young quarterback.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. And I do think now with I think we're all in agreement. I've not looked yet, but I do think it's likely Jordan Tyson. With Tyson now off the board, are Giants going offensive lineman?
I mean, pick 9 is the Browns.
Well, I think it's probably back-to-back offensive linemen, Dano and Maunogwa.
What if they take Sadiq and just run 2 tight ends?
Jeez.
Brown's got to have a hold my beer situation to the Cardinals.
Well, speaking of,
or the Chiefs.
Cards wants more beer.
Yeah, like Cards, like he's gonna say that the Cardinals made the worst decision. I'm gonna say the Kansas City made the worst decision. We're at an impasse.
I can finally say that Washington did not make the worst decision.
Yeah, I mean, Styles is such a good pick for them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. You think Tate to the Titans is good? Okay, back to the Who for prison. Tuned to my boy Amanor. Oh man. Can't wait for the Giants to get a running back tomorrow, and you all Scattaboo pups fans pucker. I don't think so. I could see them adding somebody on day 3.
Man, if they take Iona at pick 10, Scatabo to round 4. Easy.
Yeah.
Like if
they could go a tackle too, especially like a Fano who could play inside this year and then kick outside to replace Eleanor.
But like I think Vega is like the best offensive lineman this year. It's just that he plays guard.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that's a fair argument.
And guards are starting to get paid quite a bit now because guards do a lot of the pulling and all that stuff, like the good ones, right?
Yeah. JT Washington stole Styles. I absolutely think they did.
Yeah.
What is KC thinking? Cromulent. Yeah, they made that trade out of fear. And I do think this is the one thing I will say about Kansas City. With no Jerron McCoy, this became a one cornerback draft. Like the next guy might be Chris Johnson, who 2 months ago was considered like a late second rounder. You just had a number of guys like Terrell had a bad time. There's just
there was a lot of buzz about Colton Hood going earlier than expected.
Yeah.
And like they were probably going to be out of the running there. They did a lot of work on Colton Hood. I think that we're going to be very, very alive to trade out of pick 29. What I wanted is I wanted us to stay at 9, take, I don't know, Tate, Tyson, Bain. Like Bain's still there, by the way. Like the Giant, the Dolphins are going to get Ruben Bain at 11, or the Cowboys at 12. And the other, I think it goes offensive line, Lemon, and then Ruben Bain. And I think Downs ends up sliding.
No, I mean, maybe the Giants actually they could pair Downs. They could take both Ohio State guys. They get Reese and Downs. That'd be something fun too.
I actually had them taking Styles and Downs in mine.
Yeah. So they could still do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Ruben Bain.
He's a motor guy. Like motor guys, yes, the arm length matters. And the one thing that sucks about the short arms the most that people don't even talk about this aspect of it is it's harder. Whenever a running back coming around, it's easier to shed the tackle of somebody with short arms.
Absolutely.
But Bain's a pure pass rusher. The man was his coach was a Hall of Famer. I think he understands that. Ruben Bain has some of the nastiest bends you've ever seen. How low to the ground, the angles he gets at is crazy. He's got the motor that Jared Allen had.
That's actually a good comp for him.
Yeah, he's going to be a demon in the NFL.
And well, to your point, the bend, not just the bend from an athletic standpoint, but his technique is extremely sound.
Yeah,
and,
because he got trained by.
I mean that helps.
Yeah,
and I think you're right. He's a very hard worker, high motor guy, just doesn't stop. I think Bain is very, very talented.
And this guy has massive arms, but one of the best, one of the best defensive ends in the league is a motor guy, and that's Max Crosby.
Yeah.
He was a motor guy. That's what he was.
Oh, absolutely. That's why he's a 4th round pick. You know?
And I mean, Jared Allen was a 4th round pick, but Ruben Bain is a top end talent with that motor. I think he's going to be disgusting in the NFL.
Yeah. Cromulent saying, wish I drafted more Pollard. His ADP dropped so much. We'll go right back up now. Shametown, Love ended up in Arizona.
There was about a 3-week period that I didn't take him at all. And I was overweight. And then I was at weight. And then I got back overweight.
So the Saints pick is in.
Yep.
And it is, as we guessed, Jordan Tyson.
Yeah. I actually built several Tyson Olave Shuck double stacks there near the end. In the last week, I started doing that a little bit, or the last 4 days. So I have a couple of those sitting around. I felt like it was pretty probable that this happened. And I think that Jordan Tyson's ADP never moved up. I actually think that
it fell.
Yeah, I actually think that like his ADP will probably kind of stay the same, and Olave's will fall, and I will just take more Olave.
Yeah,
Like I do think that this is going to hurt Olave's ADP.
I think it has to. I mean, I said this when, and obviously the Rams still could do this. Like, I don't care. Any team that's taking a first round receiver, we have to adjust. Even if they don't end up being a hit, we have to adjust for the other receivers in the room. It's just one more good player in there.
Yeah, and that's the whole argument with McBride. And like if you're on a really good offense like the Rams, you adjust them down less. And like not only that, like the Saints weren't a good offense last year, but they showed signs, right?
Mm-hmm.
And but they added ETN, who is a positive. Like I think it's going to hurt ETN a little bit as well. Like he'll have to drop some, right? Like
I guess I look at it. One, we are projecting the offense to get better because they also added offensive line, which helps. But two, I think the other thing with it is part of the reason Olave was going so high was he was the one and only like receiving option, him and Juwan Johnson. They had ETN or Achane, whatever. And now, like, this does nuke Devon Vele. I think it hurts Olave like around. I don't know if it hurts Achane much. To be honest, like he maybe half a round.
Well, no, like I just think that like instead of the middle of that round, I think he was like looked at around Jacobs, and now he's probably like significantly behind him. But honestly, like right now, every player that we're talking about, like what players have moved up, like this is only going to drop players. It's not going to raise players.
Well, I think what players and moves up are to Cromwelin's point here is Scattaboo, JCM a little more wary on just because I think they don't have a second round pick, but a third round pick can kind of nuke JCM.
I think a fifth round pick could nuke JCM. Yeah. Like I think Katron Allen or Jamon Claiborne or Eli Heidenreich or like Heidenreich, maybe not, not, but like because he's got to be a receiver, but like my boy Terrian Stewart, like I think that's a problem for like I don't think he would be JCM.
Kalen Black could be a problem for JCM.
Kalen Black could,
So, but no, I mean, right now JCM, because the other thing that we always talked about was like, oh, well, if the Titans, take them, then Washington could call and grab Pollard for, literally nothing. Well, now that's not an option. So, it is quite wild. It obviously could be much worse for JCM.
Oh like it could, and like there's still like Najee's still a free agent.
Yeah. So I'm going to be in a wait and see mode, but it definitely he's not nuked. So that's a early win, and all these like the guys not going like honestly it looks better for right now for like Worthy and Rashee Rice with Kansas City not taking now they still could have 29, but those types of things do play into it.
I do think that if anything was going to affect the the later it gets, like the less it matters for the most part, right? Like whatever, I think anything after day 3 matters very little unless it's a running back.
Yeah, running back's the one exception to that. But I'm saying like had the Chiefs taken Tate or Tyson versus, let's say they get Boston at 29.
Yeah.
Like Tate or Tyson is a bigger threat. I think any first round receiver or even a second round receiver at 40, at least slightly dings their current receivers. Okay. The Browns pick is in. Let's see what it is.
I mean, both of them are up. The next 2 are up, so don't scroll too far.
I'll just look at the Browns.
Yeah.
Bono. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I think
it does. Like And very early on, if you wanted to vet Fano first offensive lineman taken, and like what did I say earlier? From pick 9 to pick 20, I think we see like 7 offensive line go. I think we're going to start seeing some trades and stuff like that. And like
Bailey, yeah.
I don't know about Rip Bailey. He's still, if they become an average offense, like he's still a wide receiver 3 on an offense.
I think he's fine. I think just the upside case is gone.
Yeah, it is. Like he's going to have 500 yards, 3 or 4 touchdowns. He'll have a couple spike weeks. Like it's not like he's now a bad pick. He's just
because we were taking him in the 20th round, him being an 18th round pick, he's not going to be 100% drafted. So it's like you have some leverage value there. Tyson going to be an injury bust. I'm not sold on that. I think that gets overhyped. The injuries were very different. They weren't the same.
And like the helmet to the knee was like, I mean, I don't think it was dirty. I know everybody thinks it's dirty. It was just football. Like it happens sometimes. Was it gruesome? Yeah. Like his knee separated from his body. Like it's like, but like, I don't really think it was a dirty hit either.
Yeah. I think people in the draft community played up the injury stuff way more than NFL teams, and NFL teams are the ones with the medical checks.
Yeah.
So, that's why we heard all the national reporters like Schrager and everyone else being like, Jordan Tyson's going top 10. Jordan Tyson's going top 10. Why? Because, and I think it was Dane Brugler, somebody said the other day that he thought like 15 to 20 teams had him still as wide receiver 1. Now, clearly the Titans weren't one of them, but it seemed like at least half the league did.
Yeah.
Can we talk positively? Jetta will be wide receiver 1 this year. Maybe. Tilton Mack, quite the draft so far. Absolutely. Browns, yes, they do go O-line. I think they, get wide receiver with their next pick probably. Najee to the Giants, please.
Yeah.
Cards just wants to burn it all down.
Yeah, they really do.
Mike Rob saying Cowboys jump up a spot. Interesting.
I mean, why not secure Reuben Bain?
Yeah.
I think that's a pick that was perfect for them. It probably only cost them a 5th round pick or something. I kind of think the Dolphins are going to look to move like into the 2nd round a couple times. Like, because they have a lot of like round 3 picks. They have 4 of them? Like,
yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So I think that they're going to end up doing some of that. Like, I think that maybe they try to trade their 2nd round pick up into the back end of the 1st as well and end up with 3 this year. Yeah.
He's saying, I think Bailey is a 30-year-old second year wide receiver who just stinks and is always stunk, respectfully.
Yeah. He like, I don't understand why he got, 2/4 for him was wild.
Oh yeah, that was a terrible trade. Mike Rob saying Bain going to be an effing Raven, isn't he? Could be. But I do wonder if
I mean, Caleb Downs would be a really good pick for the Cowboys too.
Yeah,
like
it's got to go defense. I think there's no question.
Yeah, it couldn't have cost them that much to trade up.
No, I just saw the trade up. I looked it up. It was for pick 77 and pick 80. So that's what
177, 180.
Or 177 and 80 and 180.
I mean, the Dolphins literally have nobody on their team, so they could use all the picks that they could get.
Exactly. And then it just gives them the ability to maneuver to get the guys they actually want, in that 2nd, 3rd, and 4th round.
What do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be Bain? Do you think it's going to be Caleb Downs? You think they're moving up to get Mekhi Lemon to trade George Pickens?
I think it's one of those. I think it has to be one of those 2 defenders. And
you don't think they're moving up to take Mekhi Lemon to trade George Pickens away?
No. And he doesn't. I mean, Mekhi Lemon is a terrible fit for them because they love CD in the slot.
Yeah, because I mean, he's basically a bad version of CD Lamb. And I mean, I'm not saying that he's a bad player. I'm just saying that, if
he
they
doesn't
get
have the ability to play outside at CD's level.
Yeah, at his level, he's okay outside. He's not great at it. But like, I do
It
think
was
that
I can never pronounce it.
Francis.
Francis Magoa.
Well, so like it's weird because the G has an N sound, so it's
Yeah.
Mawanoa.
Kills me every time.
It's
My
like
brain-
why?
my
Why
brain
is there?
messes up.
Speaking of why, all right, you ready for a side story?
Sure.
My roommate's daughter is in high school, and I got a link from her earlier today. Like their band is doing a fundraiser. What's the wildest fundraiser you've ever heard of? Because this is weird.
I don't even
Like
have
this
to
is
guess.
this is so weird. Like they're selling mattresses. Like how often do you buy a mattress? Like why would you buy a mattress from a fundraising event?
Yeah, that's something.
Like what I'm just confused. I've been confused all day.
Yeah, like
What are we talking about? What,
it's not candy. It's not magazine subscriptions. It's not like
it's something that's got like, you know, a good one, like an 8 to 10 year shelf life.
at least
Right? Like
especially if you buy a high end one. Like it's just
right.
something that
Yeah, like what do we
like
do?
not most people are going to use. Not like most people are not going to be like, you know what? I need a mattress, and I'll get it from the band fundraiser.
So I've been joking around that it's used mattresses.
Yikes! Yeah.
Anyway, back to the draft. Yeah, I think. Like.
And to cromulate, SUBSTACK, he dodges love, and they get an offensive lineman. Things are looking good for good old Scatterboo and Jackson Dart.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, you're laundering money. Yeah, this feels like Ozark, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I haven't investigated fully. I've just been confused all day. I just.
Yeah. If anyone saw, it is Caleb Downs to the Cowboys.
Nice. I mean, I think that makes sense, and I think that's worth the trade up. Like,
I do too. Like secure an elite talent like that. I mean, that Bain I think would have made just as much sense, but.
Well, like so, Bain isn't going to offer you run defense, and Caleb Downs is going to offer you some run defense because he's a come down from the box safety. Like he's really good at knowing where to be, what to do, all that stuff, right? What?
Oh no, I missed Pepper Tony's comment earlier. Not as often as you should. That's the point. Upgrade your mattress today. Contact your local high schooler. For more details.
Yeah, like and. Yeah, local high schooler. Yeah, like
exactly who you go to for mattresses.
Yeah, like man, like what are we like? What are we doing? Like the another local city was selling something that was kind of weird, but is like okay, that makes sense. Let's like I'll buy some because it's something that you use. It's an everyday item. It's trash bags. It's like well, that's weird, but like yeah, okay. You use those all the time. Mattresses? Like, why? What? Like, whose idea was this? And why are you allowed to make decisions? And like, why?
To JD's point, I don't think the Chiefs necessarily had to. You know, maybe Washington would have taken Delane. I know they were in on Delane, but I don't know if they'd take him above Sonny Styles. But I guess that's what the fear was because Chiefs obviously moved up to where they did. I have no problem with the Cowboys moving up because you're giving up so little, 177 and 180 to move up. Yes, one spot, but I mean, Dolphins were alive to take them. Rams are alive to jump up, you know.
I'm pretty sure that
Tampa could have traded up.
Oh, let me look at the chart again.
Turning into Ohio State draft. You have first 11 picks for Ohio State players. Pretty wild.
So what was it? 177, 180?
Yeah.
And okay, so they have 3 round 5 picks. That was the back 2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
once just those day 3, especially once you get into, and that's pretty late round 5, right? Like,
yeah, it is because because 180 is a compensatory pick. It looks like I think
Yeah.
I think both of them might have been.
I think they might both be.
Because like 183, it looks like starts round, or 182 starts round 6.
Yeah.
Which
So
somehow
it's,
the Bills have. I don't understand that, but the Bills have it.
I can't remember because all those teams at the top are flipping through. So I can't remember whose pick it was supposed to be. But
I mean,
yeah.
like I could post it in your Discord. I put the new chart up before today.
The new
the pick chart, like I could just post it in your Discord real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you? I'll just post it in the NFL draft, and then you can move it if you need to.
Sorry, I was looking up what the trade was, why the Bills had that pick, just real quick. While we have a second here, I'm sure it's already 3 picks later.
But the Bills traded up to 12. Or you meant 182?
No, 182. Okay, that was from trade Taron Johnson to the Raiders this offseason. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Ruben Bain to the Dolphins, like that's such a great, like you got capital, you keep trading down, and you might get him.
Yeah.
And honestly, they may just take Vega Iona. And that could be why they accepted the trade with Dallas as well, is because they're going to go Vega. And if Vega goes there, I'm pretty in on Achane. But because you know that they took Tyler Brooker last year. So they're not going to take the player you want if you make the trade. So in my mind, they're going to go with, and I haven't refreshed, I don't know. But I'm going to guess it's pretty much Vega Iona at this point.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. The Dolphins basically have everything as a team need outside of running back.
Exactly.
So it could go anywhere. I mean, they could take, I don't think they would, but they could take Thieneman. They could literally do anything. They could take Sadiq. I, again, don't think they are. They could go receiver. Bain, offensive lineman, truly they could go anywhere because their team is so bad. I think Bain makes the most sense, but we'll see what they value.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was going to say back to the tail downs to the Cowboys. I think that is one of the home run picks so far this draft because it feels exactly what they needed.
It's right, because that's the player Kansas City should have taken when they traded up. It's absolutely the home run pick of the draft. We traded up to not take the good player. What a pick. I understand Delane's a good player. So I just wanted to rage again. We're going to continually hear this all night. Oh. Ooh.
Did you see
pick?
The next pick?
Yeah.
All right.
I like that. That feels really now it's about time for Monroe Freeling to go. Good. And cash my bet. Oh, wow. I accidentally seen the next pick too.
Oh, I did too.
Okay. All right.
I think we're all going to drink.
Yeah. The entire NFL is drunk, everybody. The entire NFL is drunk. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I'm just going to read FK's comment right now because I think Mike and Hartman might be ahead, which I don't blame them. Not only is Downs a good pick for Dallas, but they still was a pick 20. Yeah, people thought, a month ago to get a guy like Downs or Styles or whoever, they'd have to trade both picks, package them up. They get Downs and they give up.
And they barely do anything. And I think that Malachi Lawrence is very, very much in play at that pick. And I think Keldrick Falk, if they want to fix their run defense, adding Keldrick Falk and Caleb Downs is a really good way to do that. So do you think Caden Proctor is a guard or a tackle?
I was going to go too far. So Caden Proctor, I think for them could be either. I know they like their one tackle. What's his name?
Paul, the Patrick Paul.
Yeah, Patrick Paul. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I think he could play the other tackle spot. I think they could move him inside because they need that as well. So I actually don't mind this. I mean, I kind of had stowed Freeling above him, but I think Caden Proctor is.
I mean, I think
the
he was the
talent.
third offensive lineman left, but I like take the offensive lineman you like to just take a lineman and make your team better. Like you're trying to build for the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
So why not?
Like I think I actually give the Dolphins credit for what they're doing. Now I probably move A-Chain as well, but it's like you understand that it's either Malik Willis works or next year we're drafting a quarterback. And so let's just use all these picks, build up for the future. And whether it's riding in with Malik Willis or, we're going to be very live to be drafting somebody early next year.
I think I personally like Caden Proctor at guard a little more. But I do agree they could play him either place. But if Caden Proctor is 350 pounds playing guard, and you have 180-pound Achan behind him, good luck finding that guy before he bursts through the hole, man.
And same for Malik Willis. I mean, man, those I think it's a positive for both of them. I really do. Particularly their rushing ability.
I'm going to feel pretty bad about my 6.8% or my 6% HN if we see the Dolphins package up two of those third rounders and pick 30, one of the third rounders and both of the fifths to move back up to pick 17 to take another tackle or somebody
or Ione
yeah. If I'm the Chargers right now, I'm on the phone and I'm I'm on the phone and I'm like, hey, I want Ione.
Exactly. No, I mean, if he's still there in a couple of picks at 15, which we both know with 13 happened. I haven't looked ahead of that.
I haven't seen ahead of that, but yeah.
Then Charger it becomes, I think, a big spot for Chargers, Steelers coming up for either tackle or Ione. But JT saying Miami should have just kept Tua. They're not doing shit this year, anyways. I mean, I think that's true, but Tua, there's no chance with Tua.
They had to get him off the books for next year.
Yeah,
and the way to do that was to cut him this year. So
just eat all the money this year.
You had to eat the money this year, so next year you don't have the money. If you keep him this year, you have to pay him next year.
Yeah.
So they had to eat the money at some point. That's why it happened. And I think it was the right. No,
it did sound like the Lions or Proctor or Freeling. So now, and Lions are another team that could at 15. I know it's only two spots, would say, hey, we can't trust that the Chargers aren't coming up.
I'm hoping, I'm still holding out hope that we get a trade up for my boy Thieneman. I love Dylan Thieneman.
I do too. It's just I didn't know how many safeties are going to go top 15.
I mean,
or
I put him I did the exact pick spot because I love to lose money. Because I just like to have a good time.
Speaking of losing money, people for this next pick, people lost a lot of money on this next pick. Wow.
I'm sure all of the chat has already.
So I'm gonna refresh so we can just see it. This one, you could not have. You could have given me 10 guesses for the Rams pick, and I would not have guessed this. Not at 13. 29 when they stole that pick, yes. But not at 13. The Rams go Ty Simpson.
Yeah. Ty Simpson,
So that was interesting. I saw the report, a couple hours ago that, they were hopeful that Jimmy Garoppolo would change his mind and not retire. But is Jimmy Garoppolo? So in my head, I thought, okay, Simpson or Carson Beck is their second round pick.
And we'd heard of the Carson Beck buzz, all this stuff.
Yeah,
he may if we even heard Carson Beck may go round one.
Yeah.
Like, what if
And
that's true? What if
oh
that's
my
true
God.
now?
What if there are
Like,
3 quarterbacks in this?
yeah, what if we
first
get 3 quarterbacks in the first round? Like, what if that wasn't just a fluff story?
the NFL is drunk.
like they are fully drunk. Like I don't know who put the mushrooms in everybody's coffee, but like they're in there, they're all having a great time, and they're all going to hate tomorrow.
Yeah, no spoilers for the Ravens for you
Yeah.
and Mike, but it is an insane run out for the Ravens.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, like Ruben Payne would be insane for the Ravens. Like every year, like every single year, the Ravens just sit where they are and they just get value.
yeah.
Because
like Hartman's comment here, Rams just keep trading those first rounders away instead.
Yeah, so like the reason this makes so little sense is because you just traded away the other one for McDuffie. And then like every move, like they were looking to trade for AJ Brown with this pick, and all like at no point did it ever link to Ty Simpson going here.
I agree. Like, well,
like
there were some reports that they were like, again,
they were in at 29.
That it was somebody the other day I heard was like, I know the Rams liked Ty Simpson, but now that they trade away 29, he's not an option at 13. So the only way they take him in the first is if they trade back.
Yeah.
Well, they just traded and they just took him. You know.
Yeah.
Hartman, this is Jordan Love and Aaron Rodgers. Stafford going to MVP back to back.
Yeah. This has been a wild draft. Like,
I mean, we're not even halfway through the first. I like Paul's comment here. 13 has even played that many games. Is 15, so just got over that mark.
You know who else played? I think exactly 15 games coming out of college.
Dwayne Haskins.
Was that Anthony Richardson's number?
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, I think they both were around there.
I think it was Anthony Richardson had played 15 games coming out.
I like nuts to the Steelers, whether second or third round, because Steelers have 3 third rounders.
What was I was looking at the lines the other day for what team to take Ty Simpson, because I just felt like it wasn't going to be the Cardinals, or if it wasn't the Cardinals, it was not going to be the Jets. And like the Steelers of plus 1,400 felt like maybe in the second round, like he slips. Like I'm pretty sure the Rams were like plus 2,500.
Oh, I was just gonna say like people who either bet that or bet like Ty Simpson goes, before pick 20 had to be gained insane odds.
Like I'm pretty sure Cooler's is down bad right now, because I don't think any of his bets has hit. None of my bets have hit. Assuming Monroe Freeling, I still have time on Freeling, and I feel pretty good that one's still going to hit. Yeah, exactly. Like JT's right. Like Beck just moved into the first round. Like I said, like he just moved.
Well, and to Crumlin's point, and I even thought Lemon was a stretch just because he's not going to get on the field. It's going to be like the JSN thing. But when the Seahawks took JSN, they were not a Super Bowl team. The Rams are a Super Bowl team.
So this is kind of a weird thing. Like Peter Schrager's mock draft had the Rams trading back, right?
I can't remember the latest.
They had him trading back with the Lions.
Was that
and they had him taking Kenyon Sadiq. And I'm like, that makes zero sense.
Yeah.
And since that's his brother-in-law, like, I wonder if he just knew what was happening and he just threw something up there. Because he can't actually put what he knows is happening.
Mike Rob, Ty Simpson is the Josh Rosen of Michael Penix. FK saying his biggest bet was Tyson top 10 at minus 160. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I hope that covers, I know that you posted several of them, or that you told us that you were doing a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
As long as that one was big enough to cover the rest, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
And I'm still live, to make like if the Monroe Freeling one hits, like that was my biggest bet too. So if it hits, I'm even. Is how it works.
That was he has to go before pick 20.
Before pick 19 or
19.
yeah, before pick 20. So
Yeah,
19.5 was the number.
Yeah, so he could go, any of these picks coming up.
And I still have the long shot Dylan Thieneman gets traded up for at pick 15, which pays 400. So
yeah,
it's not happening, but it's nice to have a sweat.
FK saying I have a couple long shot wide receiver props left, but mainly covered. That's a good thing.
Nice. Or a small loss.
Especially for how wild this draft has been. I mean,
yeah.
Wow.
The
Ravens. Ty Simpson one. There were a lot of shocks so far. The Ty Simpson one, just because where the the Rams were, all their other moves were in it to win it this year.
And like we even heard that, and like I wonder if this is what they're going to do. Like we heard early on that they were one of the few teams willing to trade next year's capital to move up. I wonder if they're going to do that still, and that's why they're going to trade Ty Simpson. I wonder if they have something in place later to trade next year's first rounder to like Cleveland at pick 24, and like a fourth rounder this year, something like that, to move up to 24 to get another player for this year. Like, I wonder if maybe that's why, and they're going to be like, that's what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. No, and another team that could be is the Dolphins pick at 30.
Yeah.
Rams first rounder next year for that, essentially straight up, maybe some other picks added in there, but yeah.
Maybe Stafford's van broke.
I don't think Stafford's retiring because here's the thing: Simpson is just not ready. He is not ready for the show.
All right, we got the pick in
for the Ravens.
Yeah, it's not the. It's
wait, Pepper Tony. Let's make sure we have a couple Ravens fans in here, so I don't want to offer a spoiler.
I don't think it's the exact player that they wanted, but it's not a player they're mad about.
I just saw. I would not be mad about it if I'm a Ravens fan.
I would be much more mad if I was a Chiefs fan and they took Mansour Delane after trading up. I'd be much more upset about that. Or if I'm a Cardinals fan and you just stood there and took Jeremiah Lowe for no reason.
Yeah.
Just saying that if those two things happen, I probably wouldn't be.
I will let the pick actually fully be announced just because we do have some Ravens fans.
I think Pepper Tony's happy about it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's Casey to the Rams.
Yeah, that's fine. Like we've already punted this year, like this year's draft. Like why not? I mean, I don't know if they could do anything. Man, the Bucks instantly go to pick his end.
Wow.
They want Ruben Bain. Like Ruben Bain made it to.
Well, Ruben Bain actually makes perfect sense for the Bucks. Like
that is the absolute. Like I hadn't even thought about that. Like,
so Ione to the Ravens. That is a good pick. Like, I think it was Pepper Tony said that was in the mix for them. I didn't think they'd go that route. I think it's a great pick for them.
That's I think that's my second correct pick in my mock. I think.
Mocks. Throw mocks out the window this year.
I think I have two. No, I got Jordan. Did I get Jordan Tyson? Let me go find my ex.
Pepper Tony saying who we wanted, but with the Bain slide, I don't know how 100% to feel, but we need it bad. Yeah, I mean, to me, you have
that's
Derrick
why
Henry,
I said,
you have Lamar Jackson. Do everything in your power to make those guys as elite as possible. Derrick Henry should go to the turn. He gets another stud offensive lineman to run behind. Ruben Bain available to them is crazy. I agree. That has to be the pick. I've not looked at it yet, but I just would be shocked if it's not.
Well, so with all of that being said, the rest of this round, the people available, it's kind of just the expected names at this point.
Yeah.
So
yeah, this is I never would have thought Bane would last this long.
Yeah, so like I mean, I would almost be assured that happens, right? Like because they called the entire week. Like, and by the way, Trevor Sikkema is like he was a huge Bane fan. He's like me. Like he thinks he's basically top of the board as well. Like I think he had him at 3 or 4. And like he's a Bucks fan, and he's been saying the whole time that like we have to trade down because there's not going to be a pass rusher for us. Like he's got to be ecstatic.
Yeah, to
like
not have to trade up.
Yeah, to not trade up. You're not trading back. So like we're looking at the Jets now. We got to find out how. Like I've heard some rumors that there are teams out there that actually like Omar Cooper more than Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah,
and the Jets have been one of the most linked teams to Omar Cooper, but they've also been linked to trading down and still taking Cooper. So, like, it'll be interesting to see if the Jets take Lemon.
Well, I do think, especially with another offensive lineman off the board, this 16th pick, because everyone knows the Lions are taking Freeling, right? So, if you want to move up, you want to tackle.
Yeah,
this is your pick. So I'm sure the Jets are getting calls from
everyone,
the Steelers, from a number of teams.
Yeah, like
the 49ers could be looking for a big move up. The Texans could be looking for a big move up.
The Chiefs could, but they've traded all their capital away, so they so they can't. Like we could have taken anybody at pick 9. Like we could have just not traded, taken somebody else, like a tackle, and then traded up for Ruben Bain. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like I mean the Bucks, I've been kind of out on the Bucks because I didn't like their defense. I didn't think they're going to be able to get a whole lot of people off the field. I do question a lot on their offense. I get it. Their offensive line it was hurt last year, but like Bucky feels a little weird. Like, is Godwin actually healthy? Igbuka was the fall off. Like, was the beginning real or was the end real? Right.
Yeah.
Now I still like Tez and I still like Jalen McMillan, but like it kind of like was Baker bad because he's regressing back to where he was originally, or was he bad because he was actually hurt? Right? Like there's a lot of questions there, but like getting Ruben Bain there to help him get off the field on third downs is a big deal for the offense.
Yeah, and I think the other thing with Baker is, of course, and I think this was the offense as a whole. Like Josh Grizzard wasn't it, and we'll see if Zach Robinson can breathe some new life back into this offense, which he should. At least we'd hope. So,
and a lot of it for me is like with the way Mike Evans left. And how mad they were, like how bad everything looked on the sideline in that Falcons game. You kind of wonder if like their motivational leader is gone now.
Yeah.
So I do wonder if stuff like that happens. Ruben Bain's got do you think Ruben Bain's going to wear number 14?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think this is another one, just absolute Ravens and Bucks. Just they don't move around. They don't need to move, and they get, I think, two great talents who fit them perfectly. All of them. That's just the home run to play the draft. I don't mind the Cowboys small move up to get a perfect fit for them either. But I think you just got to give the Ravens and Bucks a lot of credit here.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely give them more credit than other teams. But yeah, Washington, like it's played out pretty well for them.
Yeah.
Like the Dolphins, like I think that Caleb Downs would have been great for him, but like maybe they just didn't have a really big grade on him. Maybe they love maybe they love McNeil Warren and they're just
Well,
wanting to
that's
take
what I was
him
going
at
to say.
30.
Not only is there Thieneman, McNeil Warren, but
There's
there's actually deep safeties into like the second and third round.
Yeah.
And they're so bad. Like, I mean, fourth rounders could be starting for them next year. That's how thin this team is.
Right. No spoilers, Lutz.
Yeah, I saw it. So I'm with Lutz.
Like no, like I don't mind that. So my poll question today is which team is going to let their fan base down the most? And somebody said, why is Cleveland not on the board? Well, guess what 4 teams I named? Kansas City, Arizona, the Jets, because the Jets will be the Jets, or the Saints, because they were the other team to possibly trade up. And 3 of those teams massively have disappointed their fan bases.
Yeah.
I don't know what they've done here, but obviously it wasn't great. Like they already took David Bailey. Like they've already screwed up everything by taking Bailey.
I think it's just, I mean, we can go ahead if people care or not. Let us know in the chat, but it was just a surprise. I'll say that.
Is it Denzel Boston?
No, I think that would have made more sense.
Sadiq.
It is Sadiq.
I actually thought about mocking that, honestly, because like they didn't spend a lot on Mason Taylor. There was some worry about how he wasn't doing great. Because he didn't stay healthy, all of that. He's a big body for the middle of the field.
Mm-hmm.
And like Mekhi Lemon could have been that same kind of role, but like he doesn't give you blocking as well. If they want to do the defense thing, which they're obviously not going to do because they took Sadiq and they took the bad player at 2. But like in theory, if Eric Glenn will stop dancing and actually coaching, like we can have like the Jets, ball control offense. You get some down block with Sadiq because Sadiq is a fine blocker. They spend a lot of capital at offensive line. They're not the best, but they're fine. Like they still have Breece Hall in jail. So like, why not use why not make the guy work to get out of prison?
Yeah. So I mean, what I will say with Sadiq, I am expecting a lot of 12 personnel from them because Mason Taylor was actually coming on at the end, and that was
I agree
with like no quarterback play.
And like I both of those players are solid at blocking and able to catch passes. Taylor is a little bit better at blocking, and Sadiq will be the receiving option. But like, it could have been worse. Yeah, I think it could have been a worse pick.
It's just very few teams because tight end. It's one thing when you take, back-to-back receivers like in the first round or something like that, or a first and second round receiver. Like the Chargers have taken, QJ, Ladd, and Trey Harris all in the last couple of years. But that's one thing because you're starting multiple receiver positions. Tight end, you usually have one, but more and more teams obviously went to 12 personnel last year. And I think the Jets have to because Mason Taylor, they did spend like pick 45 on him. I can't remember the exact pick, but it wasn't like pick 62 or 64 last year.
I mean, they're in the Michael Mayer plan at this point.
Yeah. And that's what it feels like. And it's just one of those things like it's I don't know if Bowers is the same guys. Like, I don't think Sadiq's the same guy as Bowers. Like, Bowers to me was generational.
Cooler's comment there. Mason Taylor goes from being a 0 to being a 0. Tough break.
I do think it's actually probably good for Breece Hall, though.
That's what I think if they were going to do like that's the theory, right? Like he is a really good blocker. They could definitely do the 12 personnel thing. They obviously want to use Breece Hall. Like he's the only one they didn't let go. So like I I think it could have been a much worse pick. And he went after 15.5, so I cashed my first bet.
I was going to say, wasn't
Yeah.
your after 15.5?
Yeah, I just remembered that. Now the Lions need to take Monroe Freeling, and I'll cash my second bet, and I'll be up.
I love this from Pepper. Tony, if you submit this draft as a mock, you get flamed so hard. I agree.
Yeah, like
I think the other thing with it is, like the Rams last year taking a tight end in the second round and not utilizing him a ton, having some money invested in both Higbee and Parkinson. It's one thing. The Rams are a top team. They can look for like little edges, like micro edges to get over the hump. The Jets are not. For one of the worst teams in the league to back-to-back years take a premium pick on a tight end feels bad. Even if you're right, like the Raiders are still reeling from using an early second rounder on Michael Mayer.
Pepper Tony.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I knew exactly where you were going, and I just read it. So I mean, I think
Sadiq basically said interesting skill set, but not NFL ready yet.
Yeah,
he is. It's just he's not at the Loveland, Warren, Bowers. Like he's just not this guy.
For fantasy, he's not. He's ready to be a blocker. Like the pass catching stuff does need to develop somewhat, I think. But like as the down blocker and stuff like that, he's not like going to be elite, but he's ready enough there. I
wanted Freeling, but
I kind of wanted Monroe Freeling at 9 to Kansas City. Not gonna lie, that's
so the pick is in for the Lions, so they didn't waste much time. I mean,
yeah, I'm on a commercial, but we could just wait.
Yeah, I have it updated though, so you can scroll down when it gets back.
Yeah, so like, I mean, if Freeling doesn't go here, it has to be like, I mean, it could be Blake Miller. It could be somebody else as well. But like at that point, it would be Minnesota trading back, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, Carolina could take an offensive tackle, especially with Sadiq off the board.
I think the way that this board is going, they'll just take Mekhi Lemon.
That's not good for Coker.
No, like with the way that this board's going, like actually, like the Vikings getting a chance to get Coker or Mekhi Lemon, like they haven't re-signed Addison yet, right?
No.
And like I think that would actually be a good pick for him. Like in most, how many mocks did you see or did you do that Mekhi Lemon was available to the Vikings?
Not many. I mean, not many at all.
So like I think that we could get some Mekhi Lemon there.
Yeah, and JT saying there was a lot of buzz about Detroit taking edge. Yeah, but to me, like the edge class was the first three guys. Like Detroit's just in the dead zone. It's all back end of the first round guys like TJ Parker.
There's a bunch of third round guys, and then and I don't even think back into round 2 or round 1. I think it's like from like 32 to like 55. There's a ton of them.
Exactly.
But
I would say 25 to 50 is you could have like 7 or 8 edges go in that range. Just a bunch. But just felt very much of a reach where offensive tackle just drops off a cliff.
Wait, why did the Detroit Lions have a picture of a wolf behind them?
Oh, I missed that.
Come on, what are you guys doing? Why do you got a wolf behind you?
Yeah.
Like,
why not a lion?
Why? Like, could you not afford the prompt for a lion? Like, what is going on? Like, are we ready for Aaron Rodgers to come out and announce the pick for the Steelers?
How great would that be?
And to completely like shadow realm the highlight of this young man's career being drafted.
Unless it's somebody who is
come out WWE style, like he comes out with the belt. He comes out with the belt. That'd be
So yeah,
that'd
I
be good.
agree with Harmon. Detroit has to go offense tackle just because there's such a drop off.
Yeah, no, they really do.
Makai Lemon to Detroit.
Yeah.
Him and Amon-Ra.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, train your replacement. Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. But
What if
This-
it's Lemon? Yeah.
this is we're halfway through the draft. Oh, Lemon with Rodgers. Okay.
Oh,
That would be interesting because
that would actually fit pretty well.
yeah, they need a slot, you know.
Yeah.
And Rodgers has obviously done well with slot receivers in the past.
Ooh, it was Blake Miller.
Blake Miller.
Yeah. Just popped up.
Yeah, so that is so interesting that he went ahead of Freeling. And I did not see that next pick happening. Oof.
Wow.
But no, Blake Miller, I like him. I mean, started a ton of games in college.
Well,
You know, more of a right tackle, but they can move Penny Sewell over. You know, so I think that's good for Lions. Like he's a high floor tackle, in my opinion. And
yeah, he's the one that's the most ready to start now.
yeah,
Freeling
Mac
needed
yeah. Like he's more upside, but I agree. And this is, you know, we've said it before, like the Lions, their offense has been top 5 the last 4 years. Why mess with a good thing?
Kansas City needs to trade up to 19 to take Freeling. He was the one I wanted originally. Like, why not just trade away the rest of your draft? Like, at least get one player that I want. Let's just do it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You've already tanked. But I don't think that Carolina, like, if Thieneman gets past the Vikings,
which I tipped ahead. Vikings are not taking Thieneman. So
I know I seen it on accident too, and I will say I seen a bunch of buzz about this player, and I'm not going to say who it is, but I seen a bunch of buzz about this player like getting a lot of steam to go into the first round, like today.
Yeah.
It's a player who, like, I actually had the Vikings doing something kind of similar to this in my mock. I'll explain it in a minute, but I had him trading back to do it. I didn't just have him doing it.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing.
It's
with Thieneman still on the board, because it's one thing like when we talk about, you know, like some of the guys, some teams wanted a certain guy and then they're off the board. Like I'm sure the Rams maybe would have been in on like Caleb Downs if he's there, Sonny Styles or somebody like that, but you know, wasn't there, so they go to the quarterback.
So I assume everybody's seen it by now.
Caleb Banks, Florida defensive interior lineman, has had a foot injury, hasn't been able to work out a ton. It's like
his size profile is exactly what if there's a Chris Jones, it's Chris Jones. Like all the athletic stuff is like similar to Chris Jones. He's just not been healthy at this point.
It's the thing with Caleb Banks is like his best plays, he looks like the most dominant, like a Chris Jones.
Yes, he does. He's
just very inconsistent. There are games where he totally disappears. There's games where he has 1 or 2 good plays, and then the rest of the game he disappears. So it will be interesting to see how Brian Flores utilizes him, gets the most out of him. But they did need, you know, they cut both their tackles, Jonathan Allen and I can't remember the other one they had to cut to save money, cap space this year. So they did need defense tackle, but it felt like something that they could probably acquire later in the draft.
I don't know if you remember what I did. I had him taking Peter Woods.
Yeah,
I
personally like Peter Woods over Caleb Banks also.
And I don't even necessarily like it. It's just like I was like, I think they want to go with a defensive interior pick, and I think they're just going to bet on the talent from before the season started, instead of every one of these guys have like Christian. Is it Christian Wilkins?
Christian Miller.
He's got he's the safest, but he doesn't have the ceiling, right? And like Caleb Banks and Peter Woods have the ceiling, but like Banks has injury issues
Yeah.
and inconsistent issues. And then Peter Woods was the single bet, like top 3 player on almost everybody's big board coming into the summer, like coming out of the summer, and he just didn't play well all season.
Yep.
So like he just kept falling. Like whenever this draft process started back in January, like whenever people started looking at it, everybody started with Peter Woods at like 12, 13, 14 still. And he just kept falling and falling and falling in all the rankings. So like it was kind of if that's the position you want, I don't understand why you made the pick at 18 unless nobody was making calls to try to move up. And if that's the case, then the limit slide, it is interesting.
Yeah, well, I think what's interesting is the fact that you had 2 go so early, 2 in the top 8, and then not one since, even though you had teams who did have wide receiver needs, as well as plenty of obviously other teams who could be trading up. So Lemon was the one that, I was always on this, is Lemon. If he gets the perfect landing spot, he's a great pick, but not everyone can use that. I mean, so many teams had their slot role filled. That's why my last mock, I had Washington trading back to 13 with the Rams and Washington taking Lemon, because they're one of the few teams with Terry McLaurin doesn't go inside the slot. They have no other receivers on the team. So like it made sense, but it's like a team like the Cowboys is not going to take Mekhi Lemon. Even if you were trading away George Pickens, Mekhi Lemon does nothing for you.
And like Omar Cooper at least played 2 full seasons. He played the full season before this one outside. He wasn't like incredibly effective at it, but he played the whole season, but their offense wasn't near the same either, right?
Yeah.
They moved him inside and let him do what he does, and like he absolutely smashed. So he at least has the outside profile, like to an insane degree. And like Lemon was fine when he got moved outside, but like he didn't do it that often, so it could have been a competition thing. Like there's a lot of questions on it.
To me, Lemon, and we've talked about this before, it's like Rashee Rice. Like Rashee Rice sometimes plays outside, but it's the same kind of routes. It's slants, it's screens, it's the same sorts of things. Like he's not getting vertical. He's not, taking top off the defense. He's not running a post route. That's just not going to be Lemon's game. That's not, Rashee Rice, and even somebody like Puka or Kupp. Like, can we point to plays where Puka has gotten vertical and gotten deep? Sure. Can we point to plays where Kupp did that, particularly in his prime? Sure. But that's not their game. That's not where they thrive. That's not where they win. And, so I would not have been surprised, and, maybe Lemon still goes ahead of them, but to see like a Cooper and Concepcion go ahead of them, because they do have more ability to play multiple positions.
And like, I know Off the Schneid and PPR Tyler were very, very heavy on Lemon. And he was the one, like, I actually seen, like, he never pulled away from people. He fights really hard, but like he never broke tackles. Like he would break the tackles and like trip himself up in the process and fall down. Like Omar Cooper would break the tackles and continue to run. Like now, was he a little better at the catch point? I will give him that. He was a little better at the catch point, but once the ball was caught, like he fought really hard, but he never really separated afterwards.
I agree, and I know some people push back saying guys like JSN was a slot guy, even in Buko.
Hey, I cashed.
I saw the next pick. Yeah.
Oh man, I got bailed out. Thank you, Carolina.
Well, I think also thank you, Jets, because if they're taking Sadiq, Sadiq not being on the board, I think helps out. And just to spoil it, Carolina goes Monroe Freeling. That's a great pick for them.
That's so good for like all of my Jonathan Brooks
and Bryce Young.
Bryce Young, Tedero McMillan, Coker, Xavier Legette.
Oh God.
All your Xavier Legette is safe, fam. All of it. It's all safe. It's all safe.
Mike Rob saying Eagles and Cowboys trading honestly should be banned along with Ravens and Steelers and Patriots and sex scandals.
Did you see Did you see the thing where it was? I put it in my Discord. It said it was like a month ago. Somebody on Twitter said, "Screw it, the Patriots should start cheating again." And then like this past week, he subtweeted it and he said, "Vrabel, this isn't what I meant. Vrabel, this isn't what." I mean, this is the single perfect pick for this team.
The Carolina Monroe Freeling?
No, the next pick.
Okay.
Just popped up.
Yeah, no,
I think that it fits very, very well. It does kind of signify that things are going to happen as well, all that stuff.
And as Mike said, the Eagles traded up some to get it. You might as well show it.
Well, why wouldn't they at this point?
Yeah, Mekhi Lemon to the Eagles. AJ Brown is gone. I think it's an interesting fit for the Eagles.
I do too, because like I do think that I know that Devonta Smith moves around a bit, but I honestly think he's better outside.
Oh, I think Smith is definitely better outside. It's just a question of is Lemon the guy? Like, are they going to be in 3 wide receivers sets enough? Because even when Lemon plays outside, you're just not getting, him at the highest level.
Right.
It just doesn't, like, you're going from AJ Brown with a more physical vertical receiver and a physical vertical receiver does so well down the field to Lemon. They're very stylistically different.
I mean, Wicks is probably going to be the outside guy. Like Wicks might be the 2 wide receiver set.
I was just going to say that. Yeah. AJ Brown all but confirmed. Yeah, 100%. The interviews are intentional. Slide to.
So, like, here's my question: like, what are the Eagles going to take?
In summer. Like,
what would the Eagles require in a trade to get rid of AJ Brown? Like once the money's off the book, basically, right?
Yeah, I mean, they were reportedly demanding a first, and plus.
But that was with them having to eat all the contract. I wonder if they don't let him go for like a second, because he is 30.
Yeah. I mean, he was drafted the same class as Terry McLaurin.
I get that he's better than DJ Moore, but like they're both like. It was a second and a fifth, right? Like a second, and they got a fifth back or whatever. The DJ Moore trade. So
something like that.
So if it's just a first next year straight up, and like just that from a team that's expecting to pick at the back end, I think that I personally think that it's kind of an overpay. And yeah, what if that was a Vrabel move and Vrabel's out?
Hot tampering summer. Yeah, AJ Brown is gone. No question there.
Bye AJ Brown.
Wicks people in shambles. I mean, I agree with you. I think Wicks plays more than people think.
Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily think that the Eagles are done drafting wide receiver.
Maybe.
They could add like a Bryce Lance, a Brazel, or an outside guy like a. I don't know
it's never wrong. Just really happening this time.
Wick's never wrong. Just it's really happening this time.
Yeah, another interesting small trade up, but trade. And
I mean, it only makes sense. Like Cowboys traded most of the rest of their capital for the draft.
Well, so the Eagles, they get 20th and a 7th rounder. Maybe it's next year, and the Cowboys get 123, 114, and 137. So yeah, they now pick up a couple extra mid-round picks.
Yeah, and they were missing a round 2 and a round 4, and they just traded 2 round 5s away.
Yeah,
but I think that I think it's really good. Like what they've done is pretty good. So far, it's much better than what some other teams have done. Like the Rams. Like, what are you doing, Rams?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Cromulent, craft one fire for Abel. He understands sex scandals happen. I will say, I don't know if Mekhi Lemon is a great fit for just the vibes in the Eagles locker room right now. You know what I mean?
Well, like I'm kind of like, I've been talking about it. I'm a little out on like if AJ Brown is gone, are we sure that this offense goes? I know Devonta Smith is awesome, but if he's the only guy every week, and like I think Lemon is a fine guy, but like I think he's got some like Xavier Legette style vibes. If it works, it works very well.
Yeah. What I mean, I guess the glass half full, I'll say, is obviously Sean Mannion, kind of coming from this Rams. I mean, very young, but maybe kind of coming from the Rams tree. They do a lot with their slot receiver. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
So before this comes in, I don't know if I haven't seen what happens here. What would be the funniest possible thing that the Steelers could do to their fans right now? I hope they take Carson Beck. I hope it's Carson Beck. I hope those rumors are true. I hope it's Carson Beck. That's all I'm going to say.
That would be something. We have Meg checking in.
Yeah,
finally.
Yeah, I seen that.
I passed out. What is Jordan Ronan saying about the G-men? So happy Scatterby is safe. I mean, he will say, Jordan Ronan will say he was off the board, but I don't think they ever were going to. But back to FK's point, I don't know.
Oh yeah.
We'll see.
You and I both had him clearly number 3, right? I had Tate clearly 1. I had Tyson 2, and like I used to have Tyson and Lemon like fairly close, and I definitely found separation. And I put Tyson closer to Tate, and like I put Cooper way close, like Cooper, Boston, and Casey all closer to Lemon.
Mike Rob saying only Div has gotten 2 players. The team's correct, and we all had a freebie.
So,
wow.
Well, the Jets still have time to trade back in, trade one of their first rounders they have for next year to get Omar Cooper and really upset their fans.
Cromulent, Scatterby not getting Jeremiah Love and getting an offensive lineman feels really good for him right now.
I like this pick by the Steelers.
I did see it, and I will go to it in 1 second. I just want to catch up with Chad for a second. The number 2 receiver in a run first offense with a running quarterback who isn't a very good thrower to the middle of the field. Like Hurts has some vertical game, which is why Smith and AJ Brown could just get that, that bailout, like 60-yard touchdown. Timing routes, like anticipation routes where Lemon needs to excel on, not loving it. And there's a little risk here as well, that as JT says that he's like Antonio Brown.
Like I'm kind of out on Jalen Hurts completely. Like I'm gonna be like Max. I do like Devonta Smith, a lot, like as a player, but I think that he has limited game because of I think Devonta Smith could literally do everything on the field.
Yeah,
and I think the problem is Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, no, it's going to be, and this is what I'm saying about the vibes, because I just don't know if this, to Kohler's point, I don't know if the receiver fits him. Like when we talked about Lemon to the Steelers, which I wasn't like the biggest fan of with their investment in Pittman, but at least makes sense. Aaron Rodgers is a great quick thrower, timing quarterback, put the ball right on the numbers. Like would make that is not Jalen Hurts, not by a mile.
Well, that's
Steelers take Max Ian Knocker.
I think it's Knocker. I think it's Ian Knocker.
Yeah.
So one of the reasons I stopped taking a lot of Mekhi Lemon was because I thought he was going to land with the Dolphins, whose quarterback also probably struggles in that exact kind of throw.
But at least there, he just would have gotten a ton of volume.
Yeah, he would have got all the volume there. And but that offense wasn't expected to score a whole bunch.
True.
So
get Quid.
I want to see a war room when they go to it, that they're just mad that they made their pick. like they're always like, oh, this is so good. Like, I want to see it to where they're like one person's like, yeah, and everybody else is just glaring at them. Like, everybody like, why? Why?
You mean, like, speaking of Mike Vrabel, when he found out basically on air that the John Robinson traded away AJ Brown?
Yeah.
He
exactly.
was so pissed.
Yeah.
Quid, what were you referencing? The hell no. Was it the Makai Lemon? Was it something else? Sorry, a little behind. Casey
no, he's a Steelers fan. So there's the Carson Beck thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This is a great pick for the Steelers.
It really is.
Like any remaining tackle, because it does.
Or the Browns drafting Schindler. Yeah, it was one person. But the only person smiling wasn't even in the room. Like, they were in their owner's box.
Yeah. Casey Concepcion is wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 in my heart, but my brain couldn't do it. We like Devonta enough to draft him at the 2-3 turn when the field moves him there. That is
it's going to happen too.
Max, I ain't saying that.
Yeah.
He's good. That's all I know. And it doesn't sound good for Broderick Jones right now, unfortunately, with his injury.
It really doesn't.
There's a reason Saban started Tua over Hurts. Yeah. Browns drafting Shador. 100%. I was typing it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carson Beck, that would have been – Huane's just like seeing chaos. For Huane, that the Chiefs are burning, everyone is like burn.
Everybody come along for the ride. Everybody. Like,
and that was Meg, the most diehard Washington fan. And as soon as they get knocked out, she wanted every other team to, like, bad things to happen.
Yeah. Just like basically the Joker over here. Like, by the way, I don't know if I told you about this player. Like, there's a link in our fantasy community to this player. It's being drafted.
No, I don't think so.
So, you can scroll down to it. It's already on TV at least. Hopefully the next one's not on. But the Chargers take Akeem Messidor. By the way, like, so Big Draft Energy actually coached him in Canada.
Oh, wow.
Like,
that's awesome.
I don't know if it was like he was a coach on the team he was on.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So like he knew him. He knows he knows Messidor's mother, kind of like Jamie knows Fannon's mother, kind of maybe not to that degree, like, or obviously Jamie's joking, but like, but yeah, like, so Messidor, like, he's the other guy that was trained by Jason Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that is he your Eskimo brother? Maybe.
No, the Messidor pick is an interesting one. If he wasn't older, didn't have some of the injury issues, he should have gone top 15 also.
And in my eyes, there was like 10 teams that Messidor was the single best pick on the board for. And it's the 10 best teams in the league, like, that needed pass rush help. So the Bears, like, I think the Bears, the Bills, the Chargers were a really good one. The 49ers, like, all of the teams that are basically left still.
I'm
a
little surprised he went this early, but
I'm not. I'm really not, because if he was 23, he would have went 10 picks ago.
Sure. No, I completely agree with that.
Like, everybody worries too much about getting into the second contract. Well, guess what happens whenever the second contract comes? The rest of your roster gets worse. Like, why not have the guy in his full, like, I think it's a benefit in this situation to have a fully grown defensive end, like, who's coming to the NFL in his full, like, he's not going to grow after. Like, a lot of the guys build into the full grown body. Like, he's starting there, and his whole NFL rookie contract is going to be there, and then he's going to be old at that point. And like, he'll get some deals, like he'll get a deal afterwards. But like, I think it's a benefit to the team to have this, like, to have the guy who at the end of his rookie deal is going to be 28.
Yeah.
Like, in his absolute prime. Like, you're getting rookie deal prime years, like 2 of them. Why is that a negative? I don't know why that's a negative.
No, and I did think you'd go end of the round. I actually had him going to Seattle just because, but I do understand, like, most teams do re-sign their first rounder, or they trade them for, like the Chiefs did. Like, very few first rounders like, they're either, if they bust, sure, they're gone, but you're not usually drafting a guy and being like, okay, this is just a one deal, 5-year guy.
I mean,
but I do get it. Like, this is where I think the Chargers is where it started for him. I guess I'm just surprised he went where it started.
I don't know. I think he was kind of I think all the way up to the Bucks, he was feasible.
Yeah,
like, I think the Bucks believe they're a win now team.
I think they need to win now for them to keep their jobs. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I just, at some point, the age and the injuries do become a factor, but I guess the injuries checked out, for sure. But I do agree. He's a talented pass rusher. He should make an impact this year. It is.
So what does Dallas do here? Do they take I mean, Dylan Thieneman is such a smash.
But not with Caleb Downs. I don't think they're taking both of them.
Yeah, you're right. Like, I mean, they could trade down again, honestly.
Yeah.
There is still one offensive lineman on the board that I expect to go.
We got Blue Bud checking in what's going on.
Lomu. I think Lomu could go. Oh, okay. So the pick isn't. But I think Lomu is the last tackle style prospect. And like, if he doesn't work out, he can move into guard too. Like,
yeah. Maxine, I just realized since Washington trade back, their weapons outside of Terry are god awful. Good they got Styles for bad defense, of course, but yeah, no, it's good for Terry and Chig because right now their number 2 receiver is Treylon Burks or De'Ami Brown.
I like that they traded down to get this player. It would have been a little high at 20, I think.
Dallas equals edge, yeah. Let me bring up the Dallas pick.
So Blue Blood on that, if you're talking about Dallas and the Caleb Downs pick, the reason would be
Malachi Lawrence. I actually love that pick for Dallas.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. So let's talk about their first pick since Blue Blood is asking about it. Like, you probably caught wind that another team was trading up to 11.
Yeah.
And that team, if you really wanted Caleb Downs, like, why not trade a little extra and not have that player come in front of you? Like, I think that what they done made a lot of sense. And then because they had to do that, they traded back with their next pick. And like, Malachi Lawrence was probably going to be the pick if they just stayed at 20.
Oh yeah.
So,
I mean, they weren't taking Lemon. They weren't taking Max. They
Yeah. So like a team behind them, like, because whenever a team gets a call, they let everyone know, hey, give us more. Like, hey, I want all the picks. Give me all the picks.
Yeah, and from a standpoint is they gave up to move up one spot to secure their top guy. They got way more to secure probably, and maybe they might have even had a higher grade on Messidor than Malachi Lawrence. So I think Lawrence is so fun and exciting. But my point is, even if they did, they probably were very comfortable moving back and knowing they'd get one of them.
Yeah, and DJ Quill says maybe Jennings go to Washington. Like Jawan Jennings is like a really good fit for Washington. They could just bring Debo back.
Debo or Diggs.
Diggs would be perfect for him, honestly.
Yeah.
They could just bring all three of them. They could bring all three of them in and still be the oldest team in the league.
They should, absolutely should.
Like add Najee. Like just bring them all. Bring
Najee might still be too young for Adam Peters.
Let's change your let's stop being
they
the
need
Washington
to see
Commanders.
Nick Chubb that still wants to play or something like that. You know?
Yeah, like it's not the Washington Commanders anymore. Like it's the nursing homes.
Yeah.
And like go ahead and just trade for OBJ. Let him come over. What do you think about that? About him trying now? I think it's why not, right?
Yeah. Well, especially with them not taking a wide receiver.
Well, wasn't that kind of a sign that they weren't going to?
Well, I mean, it also could have just been like a favor for a long time, player. Like, let's give him a look.
True.
OBJ, Harbaugh had him, so for a year in Baltimore. So there was some familiarity there. Quid was looking on my phone, no glasses, thought it was Lemon. They're basically only doing that to block out teams straight up for him. Yeah, and honestly, the Dolphins could have said, "Hey, we will just take Caleb Downs."
Well, right,
but Dolphins could have said, "Hey, we like two guys, but Caleb Downs is our guy. We think he's your guy. If you give us a little something, we'll take the other guy." Sometimes teams are that blunt and honest with each other.
Well, right.
And sometimes they say it in a more cryptic way, but
especially whenever you're not in a division, like they're not even the same conference.
Yeah.
So,
exactly. and their goals are completely different.
Looking at the Browns depth chart right now, and on PFF, their two safeties are ranked 22nd and 46th. Miles Brandt he's their strong safety, I think, and Hickman is their, maybe I got that wrong. I don't know which one is which, but like either way, Thieneman would make a lot of sense here. Like I think they're going to go Omar Cooper or Casey Concepcion here, but
yeah, I think they have to go wide receiver.
Yeah, but I don't think Thieneman would be an awful pick because it looks like these wide receivers are going to fall. Like you might be able to get Thieneman and then get like Boston still at the top of round 2. And they've been a team that's been talking about trading up. Why wouldn't they take Thieneman now and then trade up to get whichever wide receiver? Like if let's say they don't have a big difference between the three receivers, like whenever one of them goes, just start calling.
Yeah, but it also could be the same sort of thing. Like they feel like could get Emmanuel Warren, McNeil Warren. I mean, I like Thieneman considerably more, but if they don't have that, and the Browns are another team, they have so many needs. Like, they could take, a corner. They could take another edge. Not right here, but I'm saying like they just have so many needs.
The biggest winners so far are the Broncos and the Chargers.
Because the Chiefs pick is so bad.
Because the Chiefs pick was so bad. Yeah.
Peppertoni, Bengals trade for a D-line. All other teams in the division draft first round O-line. Yeah, they're like, oh crap. Bengals actually could have a defense.
Yeah, so the pick is in. I got another pick right. I'm guessing in the Fanspeak thing right now, like a lot of people got this one right. Because this was kind of a commonly mocked thing too.
Yeah, Casey Concepcion to the Browns, and Hulk mentioned it. All that Concepcion EV is dead. I actually don't think so, because even at his highs, he was going like what, 112, 110.
Well, the thing is all of Jerry Judy's is dead. Jerry Judy like got
Yeah,
destroyed.
they're very
by this
similar
pick.
receivers, but this is the whole thing. Like Concepcion goes 4 picks past Mekhi Lemon. Lemon was going pick 60. Like, and Concepcion could be the number one. So, as much as I hate the Browns' offense and I hate their quarterback situation, I actually think Concepcion can still return value. Now, if we get post draft and Concepcion goes 60th, then yeah, I'll probably have some issues there.
Yeah. I don't think it like RIP to Judy, but Isaiah Bond I think is fine. I
don't know. Like I think Judy Concepcion are more likely to be on the field together than Isaiah Bond.
Which quarterback do you think is better for KC? Like Shadur likes to like move around a bit and chuck it deep. Like I think Deshaun Watson fits the game of KC a little better. Is this kind of tipping towards Shadur's not starting? I don't think that it would matter, but like I do think that it would be better for like if it was Denzel Boston, I think it would be that's good for Shadur.
Mm-hmm.
And with it being Concepcion, I think that's better for Deshaun Watson. Or for the receiver, it's better.
Yeah. Leo asking, does Tyson help Olave? I think it hurts him from an ADP standpoint. I think it just has to, even though they're very live to take a receiver. They're also, it could have been, a second round receiver, and that would have been very different.
Well, the weird thing is like Olave, Tyson, and Vele are all outside X's.
Well, Vele typically plays more in the slot. Like he's a big slot. He's transitioned to.
True.
So I think that's what it's going to be. I think Olave and Tyson are going to be primarily outside. Sometimes Olave kicks inside.
I think that they still draft somebody else. I think that they take like a Deion Burks or something in like the 4th or 5th round.
I mean, they definitely could because beyond Vele, they have nothing. It's a very thin receiver room. He will now forever be known as Kevin Concepcion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Just greedy.
Tyson, like I do think that Tyson affects Olave. Like I think it affects
for sure.
Like the best thing is that my most owned quarterback is Tyler Shuck. So
yeah, no, I think it helps Shuck a lot. Like, look, when they're drafting a receiver that early, some of the production gets taken away from Olave. Just the offense in general. But what it is the offense should just be much better. Like they now have multiple weapons now. Juwan Johnson, Travis Etienne, Olave, Tyson. Like this is a good skill group now, and even Kamara is the number 2 back.
Their offensive line is solid.
Offensive line is very good. They took Kevin Banks last year. They brought in Edwards from the Bills. Yeah. Like that's a good offensive line. Like Shuck is in a good position.
Olave is already in the 3rd. Olave will go to the back end of the 3rd instead of the front end of he was kind of leaning that way anyway. Like he was kind of mid 3rd. I think he's going to go to where Ted Earl, McMillan, and T. Higgins and all them are.
Yeah.
And I think that I don't think Tyson moves to the 5th. I think he moves to around Marvin Harrison.
Probably. Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get up to Christian Watson and Roma Dunze and those guys.
Yeah. So I will be interested to see how people react to this. With Tyson going top 10, Lemon going 20th, and both are kind of in the same situation, right? Presuming the AJ Brown trade happens, they're both likely the number 2 on their team.
Yeah.
I get one is Jalen Hurts, but is that a good thing? The Kellen Moore offense, where Jalen Hurts had his best year, is what Tyler Shuck's in.
Yeah, I think. I mean, we're gonna spend in my Discord. I don't know what you're doing on Saturday, but after round 4, we're gonna be chilling in my Discord, just talking about re-ranking everybody.
Yeah.
I'll
probably be working on that, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well jump in and just discuss it with us. And I'm probably like there's some players that I think are very poorly priced right now. One of those, and like depending on what happens over the next couple days, it won't matter today, but Jaden Reed. I think Jaden Reed is mispriced by at least a round, maybe two.
You
Like,
mean in terms of he goes going too high or too low?
I think he's going too low.
Yeah.
I think that he should easily be at like in the 90s, like around where Addison's going, if not the same.
Like Addison Pittman type thing.
Yeah.
And I do agree with this. Like, I'm not really drafting any Browns quarterback, but they're clearly deeper now with pass catchers. The other thing this hurts the Concepcion, that Harold Fannin pick 75.
Yes.
Go out the window.
Oh yeah. Like Fannin, like that passing, like they only scored, what was it? 23 touchdowns last year. I think it was, we were looking, it was 23, 26. It was pretty low.
It was very low.
Like now Fannon's still probably going to get that. Oh, that's such the Bears just sit there and just,
all right. I need a,
like, it's not a shocking pick. It's
Thieneman?
shocking that he's available.
Thieneman, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a perfect pick for them. In my mock draft, I had him taking him
McNeil.
McNeil Warren, yeah.
I had Kansas City trading up with the Bears to get the last tackle in Lomu, which was on the board, because I felt like they were happy with either Messidor Malachi Lawrence or McNeil Warren or McPounder, Caden McDonald.
So to Cromulette, I don't think it, like, to kind of what Huhim said, like, this is not going to nuke Chris Olave, but maybe move him back instead of the 2-3 turn to like the 3-4 turn.
It depends. Like, so this is an offense that next year may, like, I think I'm just going to be in on all of them, no matter the price, because I think that this is going to, like, it's, I believe in the offensive coordinator. I believe in Chuck. I believe in Olave. I love Jawan Johnson. Tyson's a fine player. You got a solid offensive line. Like, the defense played somewhat well last year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think this is a team that could end up winning 11 games. Like I think that they're a could they win the division kind of team.
Yeah, no. Well, I was just gonna say they play in one of the worst divisions.
Yeah, and they play all in domes except for the Bucks, which it is in Florida. Yeah, there'll be some rain games, but like that's a random chance for them to play that.
Yeah.
So like I guess Carolina's not a dome, but it's all warm weather, right?
Yeah, it's fairly good weather. Like they're even late in the season, they should not be playing in snow or anything like that.
Yeah, unless it's a random game, and they play in a dome. So like I think that this offense is something to target this year. Like Kellen Moore's awesome. And I think that this is an offense that the following year we could be drafting pretty high. I think all of these players could be more expensive the following year.
No, and just the final point, I think the issue becomes with Olave. He had like 150 targets last year. Can he really do that again? It's probably, he'll lead the team, but if he only gets 130 and loses a touchdown or two because there's just actually another weapon out there, I think it slightly makes his upside case a little bit worse.
I think that the offense is going to score like an additional 8 to 10 touchdowns this year.
And that's honestly what they need.
Yeah. Well, that's what I think. Like, I just think that their offense is going to be that much better because they weren't really in sync last year. Chuck is going to have a full year with the playbook. They brought in some a running back that's better than what they had last year. I just think that every single sign points that they're going to be slinging it.
Yeah. No, when we talked about the Saints, I loved what I saw from Chuck as the year got on. His first couple games, his first full game was against the Rams. So it was just not
got a trade
fair. Let me catch up some. Shuck, I don't think Shuck will go up with Dart, but he definitely, I think, moves up. Shuck does have more PR to the draft and free agency. Yeah, they're making all the right moves. You gotta love that.
I wonder if they're doing something weird here, or if they're doing the thing that I thought Kansas City might do.
So this is what?
It,
wait, what?
It
Is,
just says the Texans traded up
okay.
to pick 26.
All right, I just saw what it is. Yeah. No, I mean,
Like if it's like it could be Caleb Lomu, it could be Chase Pasantis, it could be Emmanuel Pregnon, or since Thieneman just went, they could be trading up for a safety. Like to take McNeil Warren. That would be the weird thing. I don't know what it is, but I would guess they traded up for a tackle, and hopefully they moved 38 up and they kept 28, but I doubt that's what happened.
let me go to Twitter to
Oh,
see what
I like him. I actually like him. I like Basantis more.
So there's another trade
Pregnon
right.
more.
There's another trade right behind it. The Dolphins move up also
By one spot, so they're
three
investing in the
spots, from 30 to 27.
Okay. So this is where the offensive line. Remember how I said that in a bad class, everybody's going to go offensive line? I think Dolphins are moving up for Omar Cooper though.
Yeah. So the Texans pick is, or I'm sorry, Texans pick is in. I need to refresh. It is Kalen Rutledge. So I liked Basantes better and even Pregon, but
yeah, me too.
They need to go. They need to go offensive line.
You like they're all reasonably close.
Yeah,
is the thing. Like they're all reasonably close. I like Pregnon to me was the better pick for them specifically, because I think he's the most ready to go right now, and they're in a winning window. I'm curious what this trade was, because if they kept pick 28 and they could double up on guards, like if they traded 38 and their third round.
What this was, Texans get 26 and 91, Bills get 28, 69, and 167. So
okay. I think we might see the Texans trade back up again. I could see the Texans trading up with like Kansas City or with we see it every year. The Bills trade all the way out of the first round, right? Like we see it all the time. What if what if they just trade with the same team again? And it's like you could have just done this from the beginning. How funny would that be?
Mike Robb saying down so bad at 30% cheap Connor.
Yeah.
And Algier after signing 57% Imanor, 15% Mason Taylor. Okay, so we should have looked at Mike's exposures and done the exact opposite. That's tough. I mean, I was high on Imanor until the Ridley news, so that helped me a lot. The winner is Shuck. 100%. Saints are just making every great move around Shuck right now.
And I've been I've just been pulling Shuck. That's the main reason I don't have any Baker. I just keep pulling Shuck up over Baker. I just like him more. He's I still think the Valet backstack is a fine thing to do. Jawan Johnson is an awesome backstack as well. You can always backstack Kamara. I don't know about you, but I do think that there's a small chance that Kamara retires. At the last day, I've taken a little bit of Devin Neal, just in case. Yeah. I don't just in the new so I was doing that in the newly owned, the newly made contest.
Gotcha.
Because nobody has them.
The Dolphins trade. Dolphins get 27 and 138. 49ers get 30 and 90. So good for the 49ers.
Yeah, that's a really good one for the Niners. The Niners had extra picks too, right?
But they were late picks, if I remember. So
the Niners, no, they had 4 fourth rounders. They had 27, 58, 4 fours, 127, 138, 138, or 133, 138, 139, and then nothing. So all of their picks got moved in.
So let's see. Hartman Tate early 5th, Tyson 5-6 turn, Lemon late 6th. And then, like, where does Concepcion go? Because he's 4 picks after and maybe can be the number 1 even on a bad offense.
I don't know. Like, are you taking Tate early 5th? Let's just name it Tate or JMO.
I think I'd go JMO. I mean, the offense is just a known quantity. You know, top 5 offense.
Tate or Devontae Adams.
I mean, touchdown machine. Like what? Yeah. Like
Tate. You know, Tate or Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, I mean, well, they literally have nobody else. So
Tate or Christian Watson.
That's where I can at least begin to question.
So Tate or Rome Odunze.
I probably lean Rome just because the offense is better.
He moves up 1 spot. Like that's kind of like, I think it's a really good spot for him. I don't think the market's going to move him up. I like it more.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see what the market does for Wandale, because I think Wandale could, if Wandale moves back to like the 115 range, 120, he could be a really good pick.
Tate or Calvin Ridley? Tate.
Let's hope it's Tate. I think the interesting thing is Concepcion. How much does he move up when he goes so close to Lemon in the real draft? And
I did not see that pick coming.
What is interesting is, just how of these wide receivers, we're talking Titans, Saints, who I think we're both more bullish on, and then Concepcion to the Browns. So far we're getting bad offensive landing spots. Now I think Saints could be the exception, maybe the Titans as well, to really jump, but it's kind of wild out there.
MHJ to Tate to me is pretty easy. It's Tate, like because I kind of have MHJ, BTJ like in a tier by themselves, like in the middle of the 6th, and I have all the rest of I don't know, like I feel like there's a tier break at like Carnell Tate between him and like Lemon. I had it between him, Lemon, Tyson, MHJ, Parker Washington, BTJ, all those. Like I always had a tier there. I think that tier is going to be very clear throughout the whole community instead now. Not saying I'm right. Like I ended up being right because of the landing spot, but that doesn't mean that it was a correct process either.
Yeah. Hulk has a good point here. Somebody posted Saints had the most drives in opponent territory that didn't end in points. Yeah, that should begin to change with the moves they've made. And Mike Robb, these mofos trading like crazy. He'll come out. All these GMs had bets on Kalishi for over 5 trades.
Well, the Patriots just traded their pick, or traded up 1 pick, or no, they traded up in front of Kansas City. Why'd they trade up in front of Kansas City? Or did they trade up because? By the way, the Dolphins traded up and took Chris Johnson.
I actually like that.
I love that. He was the player that if we were going to take a corner, that's the one I wanted. And I'm not a fan of like trading away a player, taking a guy at that spot. But
so you Bills and Patriots make a trade here. Patriots get 28, Bills get 31 and 125. So
Bills are trade back again. Book it.
But it's also like essentially the capital swap that they gave up for DJ Moore because it was like a second and a 5th. They've gotten it all back just by moving back from 26.
From 26 to 31.
31, yeah.
And that was with 2 trades.
So I give the Bills a lot of credit here for doing that. Good for the late third quarterback board clicks that everyone piled on.
That's a great,
not so much. Yeah,
that's a really good pick for them. They traded up in front of Kansas City to take him to the guy that I wanted.
Let me refresh it.
Yeah, like I actually think that there are some other decent picks for Kansas City still. Like if Kansas City takes Omar Cooper here, all is redeemed.
Lomo is very interesting. Obviously, Morgan Moses is probably in his last year. Lomu can play both sides. So
like players I wouldn't hate for Kansas City. I mean, at this point, why not just take Jamar McCoy? Like just take both of Like, no, honestly, like Omar Cooper doesn't fit super well with Rashid Rice.
No.
And McNeil Warren's fine. Keldrick Falk would be fun. I think Keldrick Falk would be fine for us. Like, he's kind of slipped compared to a lot of people. Denzel Boston would fit our team better than Omar Cooper would.
Yeah.
Now, I love Omar Cooper. I'd be happy with him. And that would be a clear sign that we're not going to re-sign Rashid Rice. I think Colton Hood is up for debate here as well. But like, I could see us pulling Zion Young up as well. But I think there's a lot of okay picks here. Keldrick Falk, I think Keldrick Falk's the one I would want. Like I love Cooper, but he's kind of a very like, unless they're going to move Rice to the outside, right?
Yeah, I was just going to mention Falk, just because he's really good against the run.
Yeah,
you know, he can grow into being a pass rusher. He's the exact opposite of Messidor. He's he's
exactly.
20. So Hartman says Carson Beck.
Yeah, Carson Beck. Why not? Why not?
Payback.
Why not? Why not? Let's do it. I ain't scared. I mean, Peter Woods would be a high upside swing kind of guy that, like, I wouldn't hate. Like, I personally, like, I love Caden McDonald as a prospect. I don't know that that's exactly what we need, but if we ended up with Caden McDonald, like, I think if people are like, well, he's a 2-down player. That's fine. Get him into 3rd down and let Spags cook. Like, I think that in this draft class, like, he should be a top 20 player.
Well, Darkside saying the Steelers tried to get on because we don't have the coverage on, so any like email reports or anything we're missing. Steelers tried to get Lemon. They even called him and everything. So that's why the Eagles jumped, traded with the Cowboys to get ahead of the Steelers.
That's why the Cowboys got so much value.
Yeah. And as we said, like, while I didn't think they had to take a receiver there, Lemon to the Steelers, I think, makes perfect sense for Mike McCarthy. How he utilizes slot receivers and Aaron Rodgers. But wow. Rap said Steelers are actually talking to Lemon when the Eagles trade up. That is interesting.
Nice. Yeah, I don't have it. Like, I'm watching, but I don't have the sound.
Yeah, no sound, no anything like that. But this has been a wild first round, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that here, like, the pick is in for Kansas City. There's no tackles left, right?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I don't think.
And like, we don't really need guard. So like, I think we have to go with an edge or a wide receiver here. Denzel Boston would fit what we do the most. I would agree with that.
What'd be crazy is, speaking of receiver, if the Bills trade back and get, like a Denzel Boston, DJ Moore, Khalil Shakir, that'd be one hell of a wide receiver room.
Yeah, like I actually think that the Bills are like, I think they're hyper targeting Caden McDonald, and all of the talks coming into today is that he's not going to be a 1st-round pick. So like, I wonder if they're moving back because they really like him. Like, the Bills gave up 300 yards in a playoff game or something, right? Like, rushing. You're not running 300 yards, Caden McDonald, on your team.
Yeah.
Or on the other team. That's not happening. Like, it's just not. So I think the Bills, like, they allowed Tootin to have his only big run of the year.
Oh, interesting. Well, Hulk saying Mike Gross Pittman shares appreciate it, but Jets traded back into the 1st.
Well, like, I heard that they were wanting to, and I heard that the Texans were wanting to coming into.
So 49ers trade out the 1st round completely.
That makes sense.
Quid, good night. He said, hope we get Burke Steelers. That is, delirious, tired. Happy draft day.
Yep.
Good night.
See ya.
Hope you have a good one. Actually, and this is why I didn't think the Steelers, just because they do have a second, 3/3, 2/4. Like they can maneuver however they want on day two. Package up those thirds to have 2 seconds. Like
I think they're going to end up with like 3 seconds is what I think is going to happen.
No, I think they're going to move around because they just don't have a ton of needs. I would not be surprised if they get aggressive and move up for a guard. Also, they already got their tackle, move up, get a guard. Have Aaron Rodgers have one of the better offensive lines in the league. That seems like a good idea.
I'm pretty underwhelmed with Kansas City's haul so far.
49ers get 33 and 179. So not much.
By the way, Dark Side, we're trying not to tip picks.
But I mean, sometimes,
I mean, it happens, but like, I thought that this was something that could have happened. I don't love it. Like, I know that they were very interested in Caleb Banks, Kansas City. So it makes sense that they would take Peter Woods. And like, I like Peter Woods a little more.
I actually like Peter Woods more also.
I don't hate the way that it worked out. But yeah, like that was the whole thing. Like, I'm very anti tipping picks. Like anybody can log into Twitter and just type in Ian Rappaport and hit refresh. Like, it's easy to do.
It's all good. Dark Side. I appreciate you.
It's all like, it's just you didn't know. It's not like I'm not upset about it.
And I think that's a great pick. I really think that's a great pick for the Chiefs. Like you said, he had a down year, but this is a guy who had a ton of top 10, top 15 buzz, even late into the year. And it was a down year. But honestly, Clemson as a whole team, they were just awful. So
like, our offense isn't good enough though. That's the problem. Like, it's not been our defense has been the problem. It's been our offense for the last 2 years. Like I know, like, and I get it. We got to the Super Bowl, but like, were we really that good of a team 2 years ago when we got there? Like,
but they actually won because of their defense.
We won because of our defense, which means that, like, why not target the other side of the ball?
Yeah. I think part of the issue is they did lose so much defensively. They lost 3 defensive backs, so they bring one back. They were looking for more defensive line help. It's been the Chris Jones show. How much longer can you say that?
Yeah. I mean, Chris Jones massively fell off last year too. Like,
exactly.
Like, he really did. I don't like, I think this is the last chance. Like, I really think that this is the last the last year we're going to have a chance, which is why I said earlier that I wouldn't hate trading away a first round pick next year to move up to get like a tackle or one of these elite receivers and to try to keep 2 picks in the top. Because I think that if Chris Jones is still good enough, like, we could have got there.
Yeah.
And I actually love Omar Cooper to the Jets.
So JT, not a fan of, I'm guessing, Peter Woods, but I don't know. I'm fine with Peter Woods.
No, it's a high upside swing is what it is. Like,
yeah.
And like, we took a player, I think it was at pick 29 a few years ago, who we've never heard his name again.
Yeah, that Felix, whatever.
Felix, yeah.
Yeah, Omar Cooper to the Jets.
I think, like, Megatron saying it's not a good landing spot for Cooper. I think it's a great landing spot for Cooper. Like, well, I guess before Sadiq got there.
Here's the thing. This is, speaking of Garrett Wilson, like we talked earlier about, does Lemon take a hit? Garrett Wilson just got 2 pass catchers added to this team on a Geno Smith, Frank Wright offense.
It's still going to be it's still fine for Omar Cooper's ADP.
And this is the difference, is it's totally fine for Omar Cooper's ADP. I think,
and it's not good for
Garrett Wilson. It's not good for Sadiq. When we did the tight end thing a couple of weeks ago, we talked about, Sadiq gets a good starting landing spot. Well, now he's sharing time with Mason Taylor on a bad offense with,
so the whole story doesn't make sense, right? Like, are we going 12 personnel?
Exactly.
And like Mitchell is probably the better X or Y receiver, right? Like not Cooper's more of the slot guy. So like if we're playing 12 personnel, well, that means Cooper's not on the field.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like I don't like I think that Cooper can play outside. A lot of people question that.
But the thing is, if Cooper plays outside, it's the same role that like Garrett Wilson's not an X. Garrett Wilson plays the Z primarily.
Yeah.
And that's like when Cooper played outside for Indiana a couple years ago, it was because Surratt was the X, so it's like, I don't know. I don't think it's great from that perspective. I mean, where he was going in drafts, I think it's fine because he can only be a part-time player and still pay off that pick.
I mean, Anthony there saying 3 first-round picks for the Jets is wild. What's wild is they didn't really improve their team with those 3 first-round picks.
I mean, they've done it before. They
like
years ago.
Like, how do you have 3 first-round picks and improve your team this little?
Yeah, I mean, a couple of years ago, the year they had 3 first-rounders.
You're taking 2 players that are supposed to dominate the middle of the field that can't play at the same time.
Titans straight up now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Unless, and like, I hope that if this is Basantis or Pregnon, this is awesome. Like really, really good.
Garrett can, but he's just not your traditional X. He's a little too small in that regard. Like he's a very good Z. Like some teams, their number 1 receiver is Z, and that's where you hear like the sacrificial X, right?
So all of the last 5 picks have been traded, and Seattle's sitting there with 4 picks. Like,
yeah,
we trade with us.
Seattle's gonna be pissed.
Trade with us. We if Seattle can't get a trade, it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, because everyone jumped them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Titans Bills get out of the first round. Titans get 31, 69, 165. Right. Bills get 35, 66. So move up a couple spots, and then 101. So basically to move back 4 spots from 31 to 35, they move up 3 in the 60s, and then from 165 to 101. So 64 pick swing. So the Bills are really loaded up like 3rd, 4th round picks now.
Yeah, like the Jets, like as Cooler's saying, confusing market share on the team that doesn't project great, right? Like, and then you got Brees. Brees is a pass catcher too.
Yeah.
Like adding both of those players makes Brees's ADP worse too. Like I think that
100%.
and I was okay with the Jets. I was at like 6 or 7% on them, but like, are they complete? Like the only thing that makes sense is that they are completely out on Mason Taylor. Like that's the only thing that would make this make any sense. Like,
I guess it seems shocking. He actually looked good down the stretch. Whoever they take was going to be bad. I mean, yeah, but it's more. We're now talking from the fantasy standpoint.
Yeah. And I actually, what was the facts about, by the way? About how they took 3 first-round picks and still aren't good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they just believe Geno can rise like the Phoenix from the ashes and lead them in glory with all those weapons. I mean, Geno has some weapons, that's for sure.
I mean, honestly, like Darkside's right. Like the line is fine. They have weapons everywhere now. Geno Smith, whenever he was protected 2 years ago, was actually pretty okay. I'm not saying he was great.
Yeah, I just think there's just too many mouths to feed on an offense that's like, it's one thing when we talk about and we're even said about the Titans, like Iron Manor and DK have taken a serious hit with the Tate, pick.
Yeah, and
making the end of trade Brees again. No, maybe my Commanders will go for it.
Yeah, the Sadiq pick makes this all make no sense. Like
that's the one. Like I think we all expected them to add a receiver. It's just
right.
I think Sadiq on top.
I kind of think that everything, like I think the Sadiq pick is the one that like I was already light on Sadiq. I'm going to have a really hard time taking any Sadiq.
Well, he's got to fall. He's got to fall. Even if we believe he's the first tight end there, it's now he's part of the reason why we like Mason Taylor was, like he's going in the 190s and looks like the clear starter. Well, now it's not. Neither is a clear starter, right? And like we have 2 Rams tight ends going behind 2 Jets tight ends. No way. Like both these guys got to fall a significant amount. DK over Ridley by week 5. I mean, possibly, but it's just there's a lot of mouths to feed there. Be real, Hyman is close to being cut than on the roster right now. DK is a loose returner and already had one down Ridley.
Yeah, so Cooper got first round capital. Like,
yeah, that's positive. For sure.
I think he still moves up a little bit, but like, I don't really know if he moves up past like 110.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is. I think the issue is like we saw this last year, like Mbuka going to the Bucks or Golden, even though we kind of expected Golden to go to the Packers, or the Packers take a receiver. It's like there's a lot of mouths to feed on these teams. Those are good offenses, or the Bucks were projected to be good. Like Jets, I just have a tough time between Frank Wright and even though I think Geno is better than Justin Fields, like I'm just kind of not.
Like I'm not gonna lie, I would have much rather had Keldrick Falk than Peter Woods. But like I get it, they're a different position. I like what the Titans are doing, like Cardinal Tate into Keldrick Falk. Like Robert Saleh is believing that he can teach the guy how to pass rush. No, that makes a lot of sense.
I love that pick for
it's such a good fit for them.
Yeah.
Back to the Titans. Like that is that is the perfect fit for them.
No, I mean the upside is so high. Like if he can develop as a pass rusher, he could be a very, very good edge. And what if Buffalo simply never stops trading down? They just have all the 7th round picks.
Yeah. Like they try to package the entire 7th round for a 5th rounder next year.
I mean, how good is the Jets offense if they sign Rodgers? Oh my. So 1 pick remaining. I know Darkside knows it. I looked. We'd be very interested to talk about it when it comes out.
I mean, it's probably the thing people were doing before.
The Bills are probably drafting a running back. Yeah. They'll trade back all those times and take a running back.
They're probably going to take Zachariah Branch.
Oh, I hope not.
I hope so, because I don't like Branch. I like there's no way he's beating out Shakir plus all those guys. Like, I mean,
no. Well, actually, this works out perfectly. Bills have an early 2nd round pick, and we have Pragon and Chase Basantis sitting there at the top of the 2nd round. They can get one of those 2 guys.
Caden McDonald's there still.
No, that's another one. It's like 3 guys.
I think Caden McDonald's the single perfect fit for the Bills.
I guess to me, like it's the same as the Ravens. Like, why should the Ravens go Ione over Reuben Bain? Because when you have an elite quarterback like that, you should never have holes. And this is my issue with Washington. You're hoping Jane Daniels is this elite quarterback. Look at what the Patriots and Bears are doing, where all they're doing is add around them. And Washington's like, we'll take Ben Sinnott and JCM. And
well, I mean, it's very possible that the Bills are going to trade all of that extra capital to move up to have 2 picks at the early 2nd round too. Maybe they want Basantis. What if they want Basantis and Cade McDonald?
No, I mean, Bills now have some ammunition, and the other thing with Cade McDonald is I did think he was going to be tough for the 1st round, just because we generally don't see these like 2 down tackles go in the 1st round. So I think the Bills are just in a prime spot right now with 3 guys that make sense for them, and they're pick 35 now. Like they're 3 picks away. So
All right. I'm waiting for this.
Yeah, I'll just let it play out.
This
I
guy,
mean,
it's interesting.
yeah.
Got 7. That's an awesome mock. 7 out of 32.
Wow,
Quill.
DJ, that is
That's
super impressive.
like with what happened this year. Like, were you high when you did the mock? Like, because it happened. I kind of wondered if this was going to happen.
Yeah.
I was never going to mock it.
Yeah, a second running back in one of the weakest running back classes of all time.
So
both from the same team. We actually have had that before.
So like I was wondering, like, if Jeremiah Love went to the Titans, I think it's more likely that they don't take Price, because that opens up another running back on the market at some point, right? So
yeah, and this is, Price, where does he move up to? I think this is going to be the big question for us.
Well,
after this, is he gets one of the best landing spots, even though Charbonnet is theoretically back at some point. We know Charbonnet, late season injury, even later surgery.
You know what's going to happen.
What's that?
At 64, they're just going to take Jonah Coleman. They're just going to take Jonah Coleman at 64 too. Don't worry about it. Like everybody's going to talk about him being around 4, and then Jonah Coleman's going to go there, and then we're like, okay, he's round 6 now.
Well, and I do think this is the thing, is Charbonnet might not play until essentially the fantasy playoffs. So it's like, where do you take Price when that's where he gets the most competition?
I've got like 1% sharps, and it's
I have like none. Yeah.
Well, like,
because he never fell enough. He just would always
I got him
at
190 a couple times.
Okay. Then I probably have a couple shares, but
I still was like, I guess, like, kind of thing.
No, just catching up. Rip Emmanuel Wilson. Yeah, I don't see that paying off.
Well, like I was kind of out on Wilson, and I think Halani like still could end up having a role because he's more of a passing guy. And I think that Wilson's fine, but I kind of think that Halani will possibly have a role. They're probably not dead. Like, I think that they could still take an image. They could still take Emmett Johnson or Sharp or somebody like that as well. Like or trade for somebody. I don't know.
What's the new price on Price? Yeah, I think that's going to be the question. I'm definitely moving them up. I guess Bayshal Tootin is safe for another day. Those rumors, but price bags feel good. I wonder where Najee will go now. So let me catch up with Chad, and then we will get out of here. I appreciate you for coming on. CX probably couldn't trade out of the last pick because they didn't have any other picks in the draft. Well, and I think just probably the teams who wanted to move up already did. And I don't know if Holani's dead. I do think Emmanuel Wilson's kind of bad now. Holani, and in some sites, Emmanuel Wilson was going like 150. Like he was. I think his drafters, he was moving way up.
I had a whole bunch of Emmanuel Wilson when I thought he was going to be on the Packers.
Me too.
Then I didn't take much of him.
And then he was going 20th round, and that's where Holani was. So I'm still good with Holani. But Sharps has to move way down because now there's just real competition. They have no reason to rush him. And I think that is the Emmanuel Wilson is the Charbonnet insurance. It's just he's probably clearly behind Price. Holani's probably ahead of him, like you said, in the passing role. And then Emmanuel Wilson's just like the third back for most of the season until Charbonnet gets there. Meg said she put in a $1 bet on Price for round one, won $6. B plus mock. Wilson is still alive as Sharps is out, but it's going to be not something I'm excited about. 500% profit. Yes. 3 rounds up. Commanders running backs move up. I mean, right now they do. I think this is what you're saying, like in the 3rd round, Jonah Coleman, Emma Johnson, somebody like that.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, the JCM, like, he's not safe until Katron Allen's off the board.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And if Katron goes in the 5th, like we expect him to, like, they have an early pick there. So, like, if we go by pick, like, what team did what, I don't have a whole lot of pick. I actually have the Dolphins taking Chris Johnson. I had that at pick 30, though. I didn't have him trading up. That's about it. Yep, that's about it. That's it. I had Vega. I had and then I had Arvell Recent too. I didn't even have it pick 2 right.
I know this is just a wild draft, but yeah.
But
well, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you everyone for joining, Chad. It was fun to just walk through the draft.
Yeah.
I will. I think PPR Tyler is going live tomorrow and doing a show, so
yeah,
I won't be doing one.
I think
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be on that one.
Yeah, I think I'm going to jump on at some point, but here we won't be doing a stream tomorrow. But Sunday I will be doing a stream to like go over everything.
I don't know what time I'm going to go live tomorrow, but I will go live. And it's just going to be me. Everybody else was busy, but I was just going to basically try to mock a position to every player that was being drafted at all. Like, so all the way down to like Deion Burks. Like, we're just going to try to give them teams. If the chat wants to play along, you guys can give us teams, and like I can put it in there as well. Just gonna do it for fun, just something to talk about earlier before the draft. But yeah.
Well, no, that sounds good. I'll try and definitely jump in and at least chat when I can. Just 'cause I'm a little busy in the afternoon tomorrow. Otherwise, I'd love to have been on. But no, thank you so much for coming on. This was fun, and appreciate everyone for joining. So thank you guys. The draft starts at 7:30, or is it 8 again? I don't
know. I do not know. I'm sure they have a counter somewhere.
Let me just Google real quick.
Yeah.
NFL draft.
I think it usually starts at 7 p.m., like an hour earlier, because they have
7 p.m. 7 p.m. I just looked it up.
Yeah.
So, all right.
7 p.m. your time, right?
Yes, 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah.
And the biggest thing is that Scadabo, like with Jadarian Price also off the board, Scadabo is like, and Tyrone Tracy, like Tyrone
Scadabo
Tracy
and Pollard are the biggest running back winners right now.
Yeah, like those
100%.
two are fantastic winners right now.
Yeah,
for sure. But like,
all right. Well, thank you guys. Hope everyone has a good night and enjoy the draft tomorrow. I will catch you next time. And thank you again, Who Ames, for jumping on.
Peace.